Smooth, you know what that means, don't you? Good, yeah. God, right on the fringe. We're right. Oh, and it's time to look. Oh my, hold on. I gotta find some here. I jumped in here before I was ready. Oh God. Wait a minute. Get rid of this. Okay. Fam, free agency coming up next week. Are you serious? It seems to have snuck up on us. Did you notice that? Well, it snuck up on me. I can't wait. Anyway, fam, here's the story. I want your opinion on some things tonight. We have talked about this ad nauseum. We want offense, right? I mean, offensive linemen. But we wanted that last year, too, didn't get it. God, fam, defense is going to remain key. I got to feel of all the things I went over in the last 48 hours, man, the 49ers are going defense in the first round. NFL, free agency, 49ers' biggest needs. And fam, it's a foregone conclusion that Dre Greenlaw is a top priority pick to sign, right? Given that Robert Saleh is going to be highly disappointed if he won't have arguably the best linebacking crew duo, should I say, in the NFL. One time we did. Remember we had Azeez Al-Shar, Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner. Woo! All on the same team. And then figured out who we going to sign and who's we going to keep. Fred Warner was already a given, right? But Al-Shar versus Greenlaw. They took the assassin. But we're finding out Al-Shar is damn near as dangerous as Dre. But you can't keep them all. Oh, so it's a problem. But great to be very good offensive linemen without contracts aren't going to be abundantly rolling around next week. You can forget about that. Every year when people say 49ers are man, dragging ass, man, get an offensive lineman. I say, where is there an offensive lineman that's any better than that garbage they got now? They just don't grow on trees. You got to raise an offensive lineman. They basically do. And what ends up happening is if you do draft one and you raise him, he might be a fail. So, you go after the Trent Williams, and we got lucky on that. Joe Stanley said goodbye, and I'm saying, oh, my God, what are you going to do? 49ers are rumored to be signing Trent Williams. What? No, they ain't. And they did. See, we got blessed. Those blessings don't happen often. I don't know what you're going to do. Trent's only got another max 2 years effectiveness. Max, and maybe not 2. This year, I figure he'll be back. He's had a lot of rest. He's healing up. But, So if you're not going to draft an offensive lineman in the first round, and usually those are the ones that do well. There's one here and there, like Laken Tomlinson. Laken Tomlinson, we picked him up. Remember Detroit said, man, get that trash out of here. But okay, we'll take him. And we built him into a decent offensive guard. So, fam, what is the Niners strategy going into free agency? Don't have a lot of money. To the phones for your Niners anticipation going to next free agent week. San Francisco has been shedding some big-ticket players or informing them of when the team will say bye. Name that boy band. No, don't do it, because, okay, I'll tell you. So never mind. Think of the movie that, never mind, let me stop. Okay, it's In Sync. I notice who the boy bands are. What? So anyway, positions of need, offensive line, cornerback, linebacker, defensive tackle, cap space, 34. Hey, somebody said we had $50 million. No, we don't. 34.4. That's it. The 49ers can find a way to stretch it, but that's the bottom line. Man. We got so many free agents. I mean, yeah, you know our list. It just goes on and on. Won't. Niners went from, Niners went from 8th in defensive success rate in 2023 to 23rd this past painful. Yeah, you can run on the Niners all day, baby. Yeah, and they did. That is unacceptable. And I have a feeling that miserable fact alone is going to be one of the determining factors for their first-round pick and may become a motivation for any decisions made next week while shopping for free agents as well. You can't. See, the 49ers, their real trademark is their defense. Even though as soon as Shanahan came in, the first thing I've not been drinking. The first thing the 49ers did was go to work on that defensive line. And lo and behold, we haven't gotten over that yet. You know what happened in the first year. I'm not going to go on and on about that because I like Solomon Thomas. And matter of fact, be careful. Solomon Thomas might be in the locker room as early as next week. Solomon T is a free agent, isn't he? Is he? We're not trading for him. There's no doubt about that. So what are people talking about? Anyway, 3 pending free agents. Javon Hargrave, he will be gone on Wednesday. Dre Greenlaw and Talanoa Hufanga. They're studs, but they were injured most of last year and will likely be too expensive to retain. Even so, Mooney Ward would be nice to have back, but, well, we all understand his sad disaster. He has explained that staying in California might be difficult after going through that personal tragedy he had to endure last season. It's understandable. It really is. You can't get mad at that. So he's going to go. We all can't agree, though, of that initial trio. Dre would be priority and priority one. Yeah, I know he's got these injuries going on and everything. Oh, man. Boy, but when Mrs. Greenlaw's baby boy is not hurt and is healthy, him and Fred Warner, the last thing a running back wants to see is them two. Because you come running down through there, boy, anything bad may happen to you, especially with Dre. Fred does at least try to punch the ball at, and Fred is like a humane tackler. Dre Greenlaw acts like you did something wrong to him, or peed in his cornflakes, or slapped his mama or something. So, but see, I like that kind of attitude, especially the linebacker. See, that's, ooh, man. But that was one of the best linebacker drills, if not the best in the NFL. We'll likely see some new faces at defensive back, too, soon, fam. The Niners could take a swing at a depth piece on the defensive line as well. But, here's the thing, fam. Again, I'm just deducting what I've learned from the 49ers down through the years. Debo just left, right? How many players have just left? And Solomon Thomas? No, we didn't follow that up right away. We did something else the following year, I think. But Javon Hargrave, followed up by who? I mean, Javon Hargrave was preceding who? Javon. Did I get these names back? Oh, Kinlaw. Javon. I got to mix up. Javon Kinlaw is going to be replacing DeForest Buckner, on and on and on. There's been no replacement worth of DeForest Buckner yet. 49ers don't learn from these kind of mistakes, though. And you and me both know it. Niners could take a swing at a depth piece, but as I say, Debo just left. Wide receiver unit is likely priority on the offense. They're not going to do it in the first round, are they? And fam, call me crazy because I said to myself, it's too big of a cap hit. You're not going to endure a cap hit, the dead cap from Deebo Samuel, and then keep talking about getting Brandon Ayuk out of here. If you get Brandon Ayuk up out of here, that's going to be a double dead cap hit that's huge. But, fam, I think they're serious. If somebody offers anything worth the damn, BA's gone. The left side of the offensive line will need work. They got to retain or replace Aaron Banks. I understand he's going to get a good deal, though. Of course, that's what we're reading about. Doesn't necessarily mean it's true. and had a quality 6-man to an injury-prone unit after having eight different guys played at least 50 snaps. And John Feliciano's, he retired on us. I think he's serious this time. Put the spotlight on left tackle or left guard for next season. Optimus Prime, a.k.a. Trent Williams, will turn 37 in July. Yeah, I'm saying, because Trent, I think he's had more injuries each and every year since, last 3 years, Trent's been struggling to stay on the field. 49ers should have the cap freedom, though, to get back to where they need to be. Put the scams back in their place, which is in the Niners' afterburner. Oh, clowns, nice. And start competing and taking that division back again, fam. That's just all there is to it. If you're not doing that, you're not worth the hell. Our division's not all that tough. So if the 49ers can't win the NFC West, then don't even think about anything beyond that. You know? So it's all about health of the 49ers mainly anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You know. Hey, Bebop, I saw that. Tyler Lockett? I like Tyler Lockett. The boy beat our ass every year for the longest time. Game would be, 49ers might have a little, you know, every time we played the Hawks, right? We'd have a little slim margin every now and then going into the fourth quarter, all the way midway through the fourth quarter. And then the routine would start, right? Russell Wilson, looking for somebody, can't find him. The 49ers run right past him. Russ looks back. They did it again. I'm gone like a mofo. So Russ is running downfield for another 30-yard gain. And then they were going to pick up that yardage they needed. And now the Tyler Lockett show. He would somehow get loose. Russ would drop a shot over his left or right shoulder, didn't matter. It looked like a basketball play, an alley-oop. Wham! And the Hawks score! The Hawks score. There's only 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the game. Niners come out. Oh, you know, why do we, I torture myself like that all the time. Why relive that kind of pain? The scar is still there. What? Okay, let me stop and let you get on the phone. I want to hear about what you're going to do about free agency and, you know. Hey, Matty S.
Ronbo.
Matty, free agency next week. Do we sign some of our own players? Do we go out, look out, and see if the grass is greener on the other side? Hope you don't jump over that fence and the bad dog is over there to bite you in the ass. What are some of the things that can happen here?
It'd be nice to see a little bit of both, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, because obviously we got some pieces that we'd love to keep, you know, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, especially.
Year after year we talk about offensive line, so it'd be nice to see them at least do something in that realm. So, I mean,
they're not going to do it, Matty.
Choose your poison, bro.
Oh, I know. There's a lot of players that show a lot of promise in the draft, but of course that's what you don't want to do. What you want to do is see if you can find guys that are established, that you know what you're going to get from them, and then now your draft options aren't so intensely serious. You can possibly one season out of all these seasons go for best player available. But we haven't done that since.
Yep.
I can't remember the last time the 49ers have done that.
Yeah, I know, huh? Seems a little weird.
It's sad.
But seems like, you know, we talk about all sorts of stuff on the off season, and then they do the opposite.
I know. As if they heard us talking.
Detroit versus everybody.
Nope, not next year.
Nobody told him yet. Don't hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
His defensive and offensive coaches have left. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. That'd be a little bit of a shake-up over there.
Detroit smells like every booty.
That was pretty creative. I like that, Stephen.
I like that one.
Go ahead, Matty.
Get down with that one. That's funny.
Matty, your purse has only got $34 million in it now. And you still have to think about Brock Purdy, which the 49ers, I don't know what they're going to do with that and what the number is going to be. Everybody's just disrespected Brock Purdy in one hand and overpaying him in the other. It's hilarious. And then go ahead. Geno Smith. Eric's going to talk about that a
No,
lot too. But
well, it's crazy because it's like he's definitely got to make more than Geno Smith, but like it just sucks because you got people like Dak Prescott, and you got that idiot over with the Browns, Deshaun Watson. You got all these teams that have overpaid these quarterbacks, and instead of stupid presidents. You know what I mean? It's just like
no.
So it makes the quarterback market tough, because like I don't know, I wouldn't pay Brock more than $45 a year.
Yeah, I know, and that's the going rate right now. That may be the case too.
So that's
the 49ers also picked up Trey Tomlinson off waivers. Do you remember him doing anything good for the Rams? Because we pulled him from them. So,
I don't know. They must have seen something in him. You know, sometimes just a change of scenery will do something for somebody. I mean, look what happened to Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold is the poster child for that exact sentiment, isn't he? My God. And now he can't find a job. I think he's just one of those.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, some people are just marks, as we used to call them back in high school. No matter what they do, it ain't going to happen. It's not going to be good. I mean, you just, for life, you just got this mark. You're always going to. He did a great job last year. And, man.
Yeah. He was great in college.
Oh, he was. When he went to the Jets, I thought the Jets got something there. Yeah.
That's the thing. And the Jets, they've always been such a mess, man. Like, he needed to come into a system that was going to let him sit behind somebody who was already playing at a high level.
Yeah, putting rookies in right away is probably not a good idea. Every now and then you run into
Jets.
One, but yeah. Even Patrick Mahomes didn't play his first year.
No, he sat behind Alex Smith for what?
A year.
At least one season.
Oh, for sure. And we're gonna. It looks like it's reported that how do you feel about the Joey Bosa and Nick bookends?
I love it. Just depends on what we can get Joey for.
Yeah,
I mean,
Joey's had
you don't want to overpay.
Yeah, if he could stay healthy, the Bosa brothers bookends. If I'm a quarterback, I actually pretend I can't play that game. Because Nick and Joey, Jesus Christ, what am I going to do here? I mean, what kind of offensive line do we have? Both of them do well against the run, too. All I need is some pretty good guys to put in the interior. I'd rather have really good guys. So I got, the Bosa brothers just concentrating on total annihilation of that quarterback, or have him like seeing ghosts or something. But yeah.
Well, and having Joey in the house too, him and his brother can work out on a regular basis. So maybe they can. I don't know. Maybe he'll have better success with us. I mean, he plays at a high level
all the time.
But maybe this is his year to shine with us, man.
And their family would be so happy. Moms would be ecstatic. And Joey and Nick have always wanted to play together. I condone this, actually. I don't mind if the 49ers do it. Because, if we can keep him healthy, and that's the thing. Can he stay healthy? If you got Nick and Joey both healthy, there's no offensive line in the NFL that's going to stop that. So I'm cool with that, actually.
No. Oh, man. Well, they're going to feed off each other, energy-wise.
And they're always competing.
There's chemistry there.
Yeah. They're going to try to outdo each other.
Yep, competition.
That's what they're like.
Imagine. I'm just, man. But yeah, we have a lot to look forward to in the next couple of weeks. Well, it just seems like every week is just a different set of like next week. You got free agency and you got the draft coming up, and then we'll be into the training camps and stuff. I don't know. It just comes quick, man.
It does, doesn't it? I mean, you're talking weeks apart. Just don't be wrestling and hassling with Brock Purdy, please, guys. If it doesn't sign right away, just franchise tag him and be done with that. And say, Brock, let's revisit this situation next year. But listen, you're going to pay for $41 million. That's the franchise tag number this year. And let's go out and win that Super Bowl. And there's no telling how much I'll have to pay you next year. You got to pump him up.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. I like it. I can dig it, man. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's a significant raise.
There you go. Maddie, we gotta go.
You know?
I'll see you. I'll see you Sunday. And
Sunday?
yeah, looking forward to
Sunday.
that. All right.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
All right, Maddie.
Sounds
Appreciate you,
good like
fam.
always.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Thank you. Night, fam.
Night.
And it's going to New Mexico. Lorenzo. Oh.
Going on, Ronbo?
Lorenzo, I'm standing here worried about our team like we do, you know. How many of us got medical conditions because of the 49ers? Like stomach ulcers and, chronic pain and headaches. 49ers will ruin a man's health because they won't act right. And Kyle Shanahan is like, some people's prayers are being answered. Lorenzo, I think you and I match on our feelings about Kyle Shanahan, but there's a philosophical change going on in the front office. I don't completely comprehend it, but it seems like everything's not going to be on Kyle's plate. You're taking a scrape a little bit off. this is gonna be interesting because the haters gonna love it. But go ahead.
Well, sorry, I apologize for passing out on you the other night.
No, I was okay because we were enjoying your sleep.
First of all,
The rest of man's got to get his
them
rest.
Cowboys. Yeah. No, I only got one thing to say about Debo. He was, I liked him. I liked him a lot, Not like I wasn't down on him.
Did some good stuff for us.
But the thing they messed up with on Debo this past year, we had nobody to help him, and they kept running them up the damn middle. What the fuck, I mean, Debo does good against corners and safeties,
Mm-hmm. Get him out in the open,
that's
right?
where he's up.
Then he's a game
he's
changer.
getting the ball out there, Because I used to like it when he'd get the ball about the 20-yard line, and I'd just turn my
And there's
back
open
on
spaces.
TV, and I'd say, touchdown, that's there. Everybody be like, how'd you know? And I said, Debo, he's only got like two backs right there, but he's going to run over, But yeah, they were trying to run him up the off tackle. I mean, come on, give me a break, man. He's not going to, he can't do that.
And especially if it's got to be timed just right. Well, in the beginning when he was doing that, the defense was caught just
and
a little
everybody
leaning
knew he
the
was
wrong
getting
way.
it,
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody knew he was getting it.
Well, in the beginning, when they first started doing that, they were surprised.
Yeah.
That's why he was winning.
Yeah. But other than that, I enjoyed watching him play. But hey, well, I think it's time for him to go. We got some other people,
Yeah. You heard what Richard Sherman said about him, right? Is Debo's exit might be not a bad thing due to the fact that'll open up a little bit of a different play style for some of the other receivers on our team. And Lorenzo, Debo didn't run routes. He wouldn't go beat nobody. Debo got shut down several times during the course of the years we were watching. We just didn't pay much mind because he did too many good things for us. But Debo's not a route runner that's going to beat anybody, and that's what we're working on now. You got Brandon Ayuk, who was an excellent route runner, can beat his guy all the time. Ricky Pearsall looks like he's made of that same cut from the same cloth. We already know about Jawan Jennings. Boy. Jawan's my dude, but I'm my favorite, man. I like him better than B.A. Woo! Yes!
Isn't Cowing like really fast, too?
Yeah.
He's like a 4-3 guy, too, right? And he's got some speed.
He needs to be used.
Fast.
I agree. So...
I'm not really too upset about that. Yeah, not like defensive line. That's where we got to shine at,
Yeah.
Who's going to come up to get someone up next to him?
Forcing
we just
turnovers.
need one offensive line. Yeah. We'll see what happens. I'm always surprised, I'm always, like
I know every year.
Started last year. I was like, yes, it's a whole new season, man. We don't even know what the hell's going to happen. Everybody's we're going to fucking what's that? Fucking deadbeat sometimes.
But
fucking doom and doom all the time,
Yeah, I know, right?
What the fuck?
Because we have high expectations. When they fail, it's just like can't handle it.
We've been to 2 Super Bowls in the past 4 years, right? Right?
And some people still talk trash about that. Well, that's not good enough. I know we didn't win them, but goddamn, man.
That's the Cowboy fan base, if that would be good enough. They'd be lucky. Brock Purdy's got more wins than them since the last time, Yeah, they're pretty terrible. We're not bad.
Not if you're talking the definition of bad.
Yeah, Kyle will win one. everybody just
Yeah,
got
that's
to
what I
pick for him
think.
one year. Yeah. I mean,
There's-
you get all these coaches. We got Pete Carroll. He won one. Well, he won a couple. One with the Niners, right? Defensive coordinator.
Well, yeah.
So yeah. Pete
Pete's,
Carroll, yeah.
but
So-
something, Pete, there must be some dementia going on with him, though, because Pete went over there and worked hard to get Geno Smith. They're working on getting him a $40 to $45 million a year deal for multiple years.
Good. That helps us.
He's in Vegas, though. That's not. I mean, I wanted him to stay in Seattle, Eric. I'm just saying, Eric, because you know how it is. We got to win. But you know, damn.
Oh, he
We'll
went
see.
to Vegas.
He's going. He's in Vegas. Him and Pete
Geno.
up at the casino right now, even as we speak.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy.
They wanted Max Crosby. They said, "Look, we'll give you DK Metcalf. We'll give you Geno. Anything else you want, just send Max Crosby over here right now." And they said, no. You went too far with that. We ain't giving him no Max Crosby, brah. And so they sent Geno. And so I'm laughing at the whole deal. I wish I could watch these deals taking place. But go ahead. I want to see the expression on their faces. Max Crosby.
Yeah, it sounds like we've got some good prospects at 11. You know, I mean, we've got to get somebody good at 11.
Yeah.
Somebody that's going to help.
Yeah.
Either way, offense or defense. I think, I mean, that's a high pick.
Yeah. Don't reach is what the problem is. The 49ers, they reach every year when they got a first round pick, they tend to reach. Don't complicate it. Just
Yeah. Just fucking pick the best player on there off what you need, not need. But I think we've got a good team. Everybody's healthy. We've got a good team, Yeah, we
when
still
raw,
have people
yeah,
upset
everybody's
about
healthy.
the Trey Lance trade from what I heard, like, wow. Man, let it go, man. Fucking Trey Lance, what the hell? That's like 5 years ago, right?
Right. Come on, man. You guys, was that the best pick? And then he jumped up and gave away 2 first-round picks for Trey.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have anything against Trey, but I'm just saying, no matter who it was, that's too much, Niners. Too much.
Yeah, you don't do that for him.
Come on.
That's like what Ditka did way back for, Ricky Williams?
Yeah, oh.
Gave his whole draft pick.
Yeah. That's always too big a risk. Don't take that. No matter what you get,
And then
it'll be better than that.
And then he just went off to smoke some weed better.
He called them up and said, I could be able to make it today. Who is this? Ricky, man. What you doing? Well,
You remember that shit?
I'll be in tomorrow.
I told him I'd rather smoke weed.
You know, him and what's his name over in Cleveland, the wide receiver. Lorenzo, a lot of us smoke. I have never had the herbal essence take me down like that. That's why I look at that as, come on, man, you can still function. Come on. And know when to quit. Take a break. God.
Yeah, I think somebody snuck some indica into my sativa the other night. I think that's what happened.
There you go.
Knocked my ass out.
That's why I never go. Whenever you go to parties, everybody start passing that around.
But
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I didn't come to party to go to sleep.
Yeah, well, I feel good about this next season. I always feel good every damn year, Though we suck sometimes.
Lorenzo, we got to pull up though. Hey, I will see you Sunday. Let's talk about that free agency
Let's have a good
situation.
weekend. It's snowing here, by the way.
In New Mexico. Is that normal?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's off and on. It gets pretty crazy. It was 70 last week. Now it's back down to 30 and snowing.
There you go.
All over the place.
Always an adventure. All right, fam. Let's see you Sunday.
Hey, thanks. Later. Bye.
All right, Lorenzo. 49er B. Brian says, newsflash, America has purchased Greenland. Lambs are moving there. New name, the Greenland Unicorns. Lambs! Make sure you take a lot of warm clothing. It's nothing like L.A. Smooth! Get on the air there, Smooth!
Come on, brother.
Smooth, man, I'm just sitting there worried about the team like all of us are, man, what they going to do next. Are we going to be happy? We going to be delighted? Or we going to want to say, go to your room and you ain't coming out until after dinner. Damn, what did you do? So here we go. Free agency is coming up. We said goodbye to it. And I'm telling you, Smooth, I bet you already noticed too. You got rid of Debo, you got him out of here as fast as possible. Greenlaw, they'll let him know Wednesday he can say goodnight. And, you get a couple of $1 million or more. So, they should be around 36, 38, approaching 40 mil. They do the structure trick like they always do. And maybe they have more money than that. But, what do you see as far as the free agency situation goes?
You repeat that again, Ronbo? I just set up my headset.
Okay. Did you hear me say? But, I'm saying, the free agency situation now is upon us already. Came so quick. And we don't have a lot of money to spend outside the house anyway. But, have you thought about anything beyond, what may be the norm? You go after Dre, and he says, well, y'all ain't enough money. And then what do? There's Tyler Funga. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to do no prove it deal. Yeah. You think he's leaving?
Well, I'll tell you what, Ufanga, they got him going to what's that? I think with New England.
Is it him going to New England? Because I thought it was Brandon Ayuk they were trying to send to New England.
They said they said him too. So like I said, they keep going back and forth. It's hard to keep up sometimes.
I know.
But I'll do the best I can. Right. But of course, Ayuk, they talked to John Lynch, and John Lynch has said, and again, he had talked to who was that he talked to? I think Lombardi or somebody he had talked to, and they said that of course Ayuk is going to be traded, and usually he'll call say, oh no, we all locked in, locked in on Ayuk. He didn't say that this time.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is up for grabs because, like I said, they have to get younger, and Ayuk, they're gonna let him go if they get somebody to trade for him. But a lot of teams are gonna be hesitant because they don't know how bad that injury is. He's going to come back the same.
Right.
He's going to have explosiveness.
Yeah.
So that's something to hold on to right there. But if they clear IU, they have what's that say, about 30-some million, 27, 30-some million.
Yeah, they're going to take a hit if they trade.
$130 million contract.
Fam, it's a dead cap hit.
They're going to.
Moving IU.
Well, they switched up, and I thought that too. But I heard earlier today that they can save a lot of money too. And Juice gonna be gone. IU, Ufanga, Banks gonna be gone. Banks will get about 19 to 20 million a year.
Yeah.
And Bosa got released. Joey Bosa.
Yeah.
So my friends asked me, what y'all gonna do? Y'all go sign Bosa to go along with Nick? I said, if I was a GM, I would not sign Joey Bosa. I would not.
Some problems.
And the most he'll get, but yeah. And last time he had a 16 sack season was in 2021. Ever since then, it's been injury there, missing 10 games here, 8 games there. So he probably ends up like Hargrave, come in. First time, couple of games, have a good season. Oh, we got a good one. All of a sudden, oh, no.
Falls off the cliff.
What's going on now? So Lynch is trying to get away from that. So I don't care what the fans saying or what the boss's mom's saying.
Oh, no, don't mess with his mama. Come on now.
No, I'm just keeping it 100. If I'm hurting feelings, oh well. I'm just keeping, like I said, man, I keep it 100. Yeah. You know, I'm from the 415 from San Francisco, so I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just keeping 100. Like I tell my mom, everybody, that's my family. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll pass on him, man. And the Raiders talking about getting him. Go ahead. Because, like I said, the draft is so deep in that spot. DN, D tackle, all offensive line is so deep. So why would you want to spend? And if they do sign him, they get about 9 to 10 million. That's it. And if you want more, he can walk. Because, like I said, we get younger, we rebuilding. I'm tired of all these old players, all these injuries and all that. No. Because the older you get, it's hard to come back from those injuries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Rehab
saying? You're not,
crazy.
if you're 20 and came in as a rookie and tore your MCL or whatever,
You'll be back in a couple
you can
seasons.
come back.
Yeah.
You come back fast. But once you get in that late 28, 29, and the 30s and have those type of injuries, no, bro. I'm not going to do it. I like what Lynch said. And then Jed York put this one down too. Said remember when Ayuk was holding out and Shanahan had called Lynch. And Lynch answered his phone, so he ran upstairs because he thought the trade was going through. And he stopped that trade. It's not gonna be no more of that. Shanahan can't do more of that. You're a coach, you go to everybody go do their job, what you're assigned to do.
Yep.
Shanahan, you're a coach, you coach, and the coaches.
New
Lynch,
philosophy.
you're general manager, you worry about the draft. You know, you ain't worrying about the sign. Lynch about the sign and all that. No, all he do is pick the draft picks. And Rod, he's gonna do all the signing. That's how it's gonna go.
Yep.
It's gonna be one person trying to do another person's job. Shanahan, you ain't got nothing to do with the draft. You ain't got nothing to do with who you want. It's not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be like that.
Being a head coach is trouble enough. Too much front office work.
He messed up too many times, man. Bringing in injury players. Remember players who was drafting is injured, and no, we're getting away from that, man. We're getting away from that. We're trying to save our money, and if a player can ball out and for a contract, whatever, he'll be rewarded.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as Brock, that $45 million like that, man, I'm telling you, Brock, he probably say, okay, I'll take a 1-year deal, prove it. But he done did everything. Now, if that was Geno Smith, anybody like that, Geno Smith ain't never been to a Super Bowl.
Has he been to a playoff game?
So, I mean, why? I'm on Brock's side, bro. If you ain't gonna give me 55 or more, you know what? Trade me. Y'all talking about y'all need me? Oh, I'm your guy. If I'm your guy, I'm the franchise player. You say I'm the franchise player. I'm your guy. Give me my bag, man. Stop fucking with me.
They could franchise tag him if that would be bad because he get 41 instead of 45. The 49ers, they might bully him. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know why they would do that.
No. You can't do that. If you say one thing and you get him to man your word, oh, you my guy, you franchise, oh, we all in on you. If that's the case, I'll take you to a champion. What more I have to do? Do I have to win a Super Bowl before you get my but
if you would have won last year,
Super Bowl.
Smooth, ain't no telling how much they have to pay him. If we'd have won that last Super Bowl,
Ronbo.
It'd have been 60.
Ronbo.
60.
Ronbo. It's like this. If you got a quarterback that gets to a Super Bowl, what are you? You're a Super Bowl quarterback.
Yeah.
Win or lose, you're a Super Bowl quarterback.
I got no problem.
He came in and dominated.
Brock
He came in and dominated Brady in Tampa Bay. He dominated the Dolphins. He dominated the Eagles.
Fam,
Come
when
on,
the 49ers are healthy,
the Eagles,
Brock rolls. Brock and roll. I like that. We already did that.
He receivers offense. They quick to forget what they had before they got Brock. They forget about Trey Lance, how they messed up. Now think about it if we wasn't no Brock in the draft. Just think if they wouldn't have no Brock.
Where would we
stuck
be?
with Trey Lance and we traded him to Dallas.
No, Sam Darnold
Where
would
we
be the
at right
quarterback.
now?
Yeah.
We'd be having first-round draft picks.
Lottery! Oh, no!
But the draft, Niners going. If I was the Niners in the draft, I'd get 2 wide receivers. I'd get 2 defensive ends, defensive tackle, a tight end, a running back, a safety. That's what they need. Now, in the first round, I'll go DN. Second round, I'll go O tackle. 3, I'll go tight end. 5, I'll go wide receiver. 7, I'll go running back. 6, I'll go defensive back. 8, I'll go safety. 9, I'll go number wide receiver. But they signed on defense back today from the Rams, right?
Yeah. Is he any good? You ever check him out? Because I'm trying to understand why the 49ers picked him up.
On him. He was a practice squad player. They picked him up and the Lions just released him straight out. They didn't have to trade for him. They just released him. And he's only 5'9", 177.
What is he doing in the NFL?
So,
I
don't know.
God.
Maybe they know something. I don't know.
I mean,
maybe they're gonna use him as he can play the slot, so maybe they got him in the slot. You know, on the defense, on nickel.
Trey Tomlinson.
Nickel.
Yeah. Smooth. We got to go, and I tell you what,
brother.
Sunday should be fun because that's the night before Christmas. I mean, draft day, free agent day. All right.
I had the news about Gino and all them, but you already pointed that out. They're going to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fam. Appreciate you.
Sunday? What time, Sunday?
Sunday, as early as possible.
What time Sunday, Ronbo? About the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, early as possible? Okay. Well, I have you already locked in, so.
All right.
I got you.
Yeah, appreciate that, fam.
All right, family.
All
right. Everybody stay safe. All right.
Yes, dude. You
all
too,
right.
fam.
All right, man.
Smooth, man.
Move out there, my out. Yeah, okay, brother.
Smooth sound like gangbusters today, boy. And every last recently Smooth is still up. Here he is. That man that's the most grateful 49er fan in the country right now. Here's that man that said, Debo, if you leave, just don't let that door hit your butt and that big ass of yours. Steven! I always figure when you have
what's going on, Ronbo?
Yeah, Steven.
What happened?
Yeah, man, we're sitting here talking about free agency and some of the things that we can anticipate the 49ers doing. Now that Kyle's role's been reduced, Steven, you know, I do wonder, though. What was it?
Huh? The Seahawks fell apart. Let's talk about how the Seahawks fell apart completely.
Oh, no, I'm going to let you do that because I like Eric, and I know you're going to be abusive because you're always doing that. Go ahead.
I'm extremely abusive. I'm extremely abusive to the team. You best believe if you are not red and gold, you are dead and cold to me.
Oh, like that? Oh, God. Well, go ahead. Run it down.
Well, let's talk about the fall of the Seahawks dynasty. Geno Smith just got traded to the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Carroll is with the Raiders.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf wants out.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett got released.
Yeah.
Am I missing another one? Who am I missing? Oh, you guys have a crybaby for a receiver.
There's nobody left.
Yep. There ain't nobody left. That is it. That is done. Goodbye. We'll see you never. Have fun. You know,
but Steven, how many times have we seen these kind of things happen and the result wasn't as we anticipated?
Quite a bit. I mean, if you think about it, the Legion of Boom kind of started out that way, but the problem
No, I mean any team other than,
that the Seahawks aren't going to be the Legion of Boom again. It's over. It's done. That was a generational thing. You guys won a Super Bowl, and you guys fell apart slowly, piece by piece, and now you guys have nothing left. There are no more teeth in that beef.
You
guys be gumming down your food day in and day out now. Because it's over. It's done. The Seahawks are done. And you know what else, too, Ronbo? Is let's talk about the Rams.
I love talking about them. Now you're talking my language. Yeah, go ahead.
No, like tell me, really, why is it that the Rams have so much shit to talk, yet they make so many mistakes? You got a loudmouth head coach named Sean McVay, who looks like he's coked out 24/7. I guarantee you he does day trading. I guarantee you he does day trading. That boy sniffs and tweaks wherever he goes.
Yeah.
The team is lackluster. We had barely anybody on our side, yet they barely defeat us.
Yeah.
And
we're lucky to do so both times. We're lucky to get away. Even with a broke down 49er squad.
And let's talk about the Eagles too, while we're at it, because Eagles beat the Rams. Rams almost beat the Eagles, right? That tells us if we were a healthy scratch and we took on the Rams, we would have smacked the shit out the Rams like we always do. We would have put them down like our son. I'm like, here you go, son. Sit down. Have a seat. And then we would have went to the NFC Championship and smacked the shit out of the Eagles. Now, I don't know what would have happened with the Niners in Kansas City, but, hey, all I know is that we would have been A-okay going forward from there. It's just once we get to Kansas City, we forget what our names are. Jake Moody forgets that he has.
He forgets his job. Period. He has an amnesia. But am I a kicker? Jake, who are you talking to?
He goes,
I'm asking you. Yeah.
He walks out on the field with two left shoes on.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? This is what I'm anticipating. Right now, if you notice, this is how players should be doing it. Brock Purdy has not come out on social media or said a goddamn word, not even a whisper. He hasn't even coughed in the direction of the media. It's all his agent doing the work behind the scenes. They're offering him a prove-it contract just like everyone else.
Wait, Stephen. Whoa. Time out.
Stephen,
where did you get that from?
go ahead.
You said they're offering him a prove-it contract?
They offer him a $45 million contract.
No, wait. Where did you get that from?
Starting. $45 million.
I know.
Agent
I've
has
seen
not
that number
replied. Brock
a million
Purdy has not
times.
replied.
I'm trying to understand where it comes from. When I read it, I understand who says who.
Mike Silver, Adam Schefter, and Tim Kawakami all kind of backed it up. And then if you watch the facility on Fox Sports 1, they've even backed it up too as well. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's talking about it.
Because, Stephen, the 49ers don't usually divulge this kind of information. That's why I'm saying I wonder about this.
Hey, that's what the number they're throwing at him. They said, hey, this is what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy and company have not said a single word. Now, here's the thing that bugs the shit out of me. I know Brock Purdy wants to win. I know Brock Purdy wants to be a Niner. I know he wants to get paid. But he knows that without the people and the talent around him, he will not get paid. He'll get paid, but he won't get the win. You know what I'm saying? And the problem is his agent. Every agent, the more money they can make one player sign for, the more players out of college want to go with that agent. Because that means it's better report on there, like, oh, yeah, look, check us out. This agent can get this guy, who is a last pick, Mr. Irrelevant, $65 million.
But Stephen, he's proved he's better than the last pick of the day. Let's be fair on that. Now, he came in and he achieved quite a bit. So that irrelevant thing is like, now that's irrelevant.
Actually, no, that comes into play. Because think about it. If Mr. Irrelevant can prove himself and make $65 million and reset the market, then imagine someone who's a star-studded athlete in D1 going into the NFL.
But you need to be a star-studded. Brock Purdy is an anomaly, something that's probably not going to happen again in our lifetime. You don't get... He's
lightning in a bottle.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're not right. I'm saying. So, if I'm a great player, I am not going to assume that agent's going to be able to do that for me. Brock Purdy came in and proved that he's worth money. And you got to come in and prove it at least a couple of years.
But I'm telling you right now, Ronbo, if we lose Brock Purdy, that's the end. That's the end. That is 100% the end of the Niners.
Yeah.
Because you cannot replace that kind of talent. He goes somewhere else, that team is going to get elevated. If Brock Purdy's smart, if Brock Purdy and company are smart, and they take a deal that's kind of in the middle, but also team-friendly, load it up with incentives. It would behoove them.
Yeah, they know that.
It would absolutely cement the Niners dynasty and kick them right back into the playoffs and Super Bowl contingency. If they don't, and he transfers to another team, God forbid, if he goes to anywhere that isn't good because they offer him a shit ton of money, he will be the next Joe Burrow. And what I mean by that is he will be stuck on a shitty team where he throws passes to people that bounce off of their numbers and hands.
The Bengals, that's a whole other story
he's already
anyway.
Experienced that.
God.
He's already experienced that last season with us. Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel.
Oh, that's just a freak year. If they play that kind of bad football this year, I'm gonna be shocked.
Well, here's the thing too. I don't blame the 49ers for being aggressive with Brock Purdy and his contract talks and his negotiation because you have to. You know what's crazy too is that the reason why Brandon Ayuk stayed was because Kyle Shanahan vouched for him to stay and for him to get re-signed.
Probably.
That's the only reason why.
Steve, we got to call it a wrap, though. I love your takes on it. You're getting more and more this way, and it's entertaining too. Steven, I'll see you Sunday, and give me some more of this. All right?
I'll see you Sunday. I'll bring more of the heat. But you know what? Matter of fact, before I leave, fuck the Rams, fuck the Cardinals, fuck the Seahawks. You ain't red and gold, you're dead and cold. Guaranteed.
All right, fam. Mr. Steven.
Good night, Ronbo. Have a good night.
You too. Yo, Aaron. Aaron.
What it do, Ronbo?
Aaron, doing all right, man. You know, it's It's a nervous time. It really is. I don't know what the 49ers are going to do in free agency. I do want to keep some people. I'm not even interested in a lot of people that are out there as free agents. I mean, it'd be nice to have Darius Slay. Of course it would. Asante Samuel. Of course. But at the same time, I would let them roll on down the road if I could just get Dre Greenlaw back. But Dre Greenlaw, as you probably heard, Dre says, I want to go and run my own machine. You know what I mean? I'm a part of this one. I want to run it. So, and that's just rumor. Maybe Dre never said that. But, there's this guy. Talanoa Hufanga. Are you going to sign Talanoa? See, Triple, do you get emotionally attached to players? See, I've always had this kind of problem. There's certain guys I'll give the benefit of a doubt to because I like them. I don't want to see them leave. Debo made you not feel bad about his exit because Debo was talking major doo-doo. And he leaves us a note. Ain't nothing but love for Kyle and John. They know this. And Debo, but you could have been nicer, a little more polite. But Triple A, what are you thinking as far as free agency?
So, yeah, like you were saying that you get emotional about players
attachments
that might leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love me some Dre Greenlaw because when he's on the field, he just brings that silence. He just he's just the heart and soul of the defense.
It's like he don't even care about if he gets paid or not. He just wants to go out there and hit somebody. I love that kind of ball player. I mean, they got to restrain him. He's on the sideline trying to take on the other team's sideline. This man has no fear. They got to go. Our people have to go over there and pull Dre back. Dre doesn't wait for reinforcements. No, I'll take every last one of y'all out. And I see. That's my boy. Shit. But yeah.
But yeah. And as far for Hufanga, I mean, before the injury, yeah, he was pretty good, but
damn good.
Only if he comes back, maybe like a 1-year deal, or else. I mean, if he's seeking for more money, then I mean he can leave. So, yeah, and as for edge rusher, besides Joey Bosa, keep an eye for Aziz Ojulari.
Go ahead. Let me see if you can pronounce it, because I was looking at that name and I was thinking, how do you pronounce this name? Onwuzurike. I know you're talking Levi. He's from Detroit. Don Bird, we're taking your boy. Yeah, go ahead, fam.
Well, no. I was talking about the defensive end from the Giants, Aziz Ojulari.
These African names, man. I know. I've seen that one too. As a matter of fact, Other World is talking about a UCLA player, a similar name. Apparently, these guys, some of these guys haven't been playing football, except for wherever they came from, and all of a sudden their game just adapts to. Because most of them, I imagine, played soccer. Those are always good athletes, but they're big, right? Come and play in the NFL. That guy we had last year, the African, badass, lots of energy. Technique was questionable, but he's a savage. The guy was just getting it done. finally kept him on the field a little longer. And they cut him once and realized they made a mistake, got him back. You know? So, yeah. Is the Giants having a fire sale, though?
I mean, I don't know, but I know he's a free agent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. You think it's going to be expensive?
Well, I mean, he's young, he's 25 or 26-year-old.
Ooh,
so
he's going to command a lot of money. And he should. He may have been a cap casualty, or when I see young players leaving a team like that, there's several layers of thought there. I don't. Well, I got to go watch a clip on him. Since you mentioned him, I want to see why he would possibly be let go. That'd be like us looking at Mustafa and saying, "Okay, we've seen enough." And no, well, he's still a rookie though. I guess after you finish your rookie contract, then it's when they make a decision on whether they want to re-sign you or not, or extend you.
But yeah. So I saw today that Geno Smith got traded to the Raiders.
Yeah. And I wonder if Tom Brady was in on that. And did he? Tom's not a majority shareholder, is he? So Tom can get overruled. I don't think Brady was probably crazy about that deal.
But yeah. So I mean, you got Geno's gone from Seattle, Lockersville, and maybe possibly DK.
Yeah.
So,
and if nothing else, DK's trying to get out. And crazy as DK is, he'll probably sit down. Look, I told y'all I want to be moved. Now I'm not playing. I'm not putting on my uniform or nothing else until I get my satisfaction. So that's the way players are nowadays, you know. Damn the contract. I don't care about that money. I told you what I wanted. See, it's not about allegiance or anything to a team now. It's all about the money, or if I'm not happy, you're not throwing me the ball enough. I'm a wide receiver, as you know, diva DNA, so ball's in your court, so to speak. Oh, I'd trade your ass, DK. I'd stay up all night and all day making every phone call. I would trade you to the CFL if nothing else happened. God, where do you get off, you ungrateful?
I know.
You know, but you know what? That's why I imagine that Pete Carroll had something to do with DK's attitude. So.
Yeah, it could be though. So I mean, they're pretty much rebuilding. So.
Yeah. So you don't want that. It's yeah. He's an element you don't need if you're going to rebuild a young team. So yeah, DK, yeah, okay. But hey, okay, AAA, they call you. They want to give you DK. Do you want him? And what are you going to give back, real quick?
Yeah. So if even though I hate the Seahawks, if I was the GM of the Seahawks, I'm asking the team, if you want DK, give me a
second round,
a first round pick.
First.
No, first round pick and a third round pick.
That's fair.
So
I like that.
Yeah.
I want to get rid of him anyway. Give me all that, I'll take it. I'm gonna give you his salary too, okay? Triple A, we gotta go. I'm gonna see you Sunday.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Always appreciate you. You know this. I'll see you Sunday.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
You too. Hey, yo, Michael.
Hey, Ronbo, how's your night going, buddy?
Yeah, that's going all right. As we move toward next week, can't wait to see what the 49ers are going to do, as they always seem to have some kind of incredible surprise. Let's see what they do this year.
Hey, Don Bird, I gotta let you know, Nikita's been an Eagle fan since she was born, buddy. So don't think she's yeah. You're just jealous that a female took care of what you couldn't finish.
I noticed you guys work at Don Burr. Don, what in the world's going on with Don Burr?
I call him Don Clown Burr. He's a clown boy. Yeah,
He likes that.
Yeah.
Don, what about Almo Zariki? Is he 49ers are trying to sign him. I've never heard of him, but
Yeah, like I said, Eric, hey, you'll get a quarterback. There's a couple of quarterbacks I think you might end up getting. One of them might be Sam Darnold, who could be a Seahawk.
that's a good. I would take that if I was the.
Sam Darnold would be one.
Yeah, if I was the Hawks, I'd be interested in that.
Russell Wilson's kind of getting washed up now. If he was younger, Russell Wilson, yeah, but I think you should go after Darnold.
No, Russell's not coming back.
Darnold.
Yeah, he's not coming back to.
No, so I think Eric, the Seahawks get Sam Darnold, and there'll be plenty of receivers you could find that you could go after. Look at some of the guys that got released. Look at that tight end that got released from Jacksonville. Look at some of these guys that got released. You maybe go after some of those guys.
I know the releases are out of control.
I like the tight, but the 49ers should go after that tight end for Ingram from Jacksonville. That's what the 49ers should go after.
Oh,
It's a good tight end.
Hey, where's E?
Mm-hmm.
Ingram's been in Jacksonville. I knew there was somebody over there. Also, Allen Robinson, who Ellis helped me out with, was over there. He got me in the corner. Ronbo, when was the last time who's a good wide receiver in Jacksonville? I couldn't think of a name. Because when if you can't think of a name, that means they ain't that famous, right? I couldn't think of a name at all.
Nope.
Allen Robinson and Ingram, I forgot. One of the best tight ends as far as catching the ball goes. But yeah.
The 49ers should look at getting him. Maybe the Niners need that. Get the Ingram guy. Get him.
How old is he now? Probably too late for what the 49ers are trying to do. You need to be under 30.
You know who else could be released, but he's too old? Mark Andrews from Baltimore. He might get released.
Really? Wow.
Yep. But he's old too, like you said, probably.
Well, certain vets you go ahead and allow for it because you just don't work them too hard.
Yeah.
But we got to get George somebody to take him off the field and take a couple of breathers. So.
Yeah, we got to get a good tight end. We got to look for a good tight end.
We're in a draft this year, so let's pick the right one.
Now I like to see now. Now the Raiders got their quarterback. Now who's gonna go after Deion's son? Now the Raiders got Geno Smith.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
And the Raiders got what, number 2 or 3 or 4 pick?
I think they got somewhere around there.
They're the top
number
5.
1. Yeah, but they number 3, maybe. I don't know. You guys know what pick the Raiders
somewhere
pick,
in there.
They're not going to get Deion, son.
Tennessee, Giants. Who's number 3? The Giants.
Maybe they'll go after the linebacker from Penn State. Maybe they'll go after that Penn State guy, the Raiders.
Hey, the guy who could play offense and defense. See, these guys, this quarterback position, it's going to drop.
Hunter too.
What?
Yeah, they can go after Hunter too, the Raiders.
Yes.
Yep, the guy that plays corner and receiver. Mm-hmm.
And does something that defies the law of gravity. He lines up stacks up 2 pads, levels of pads all the way up high. He gets it across, and he switches legs in midair and doesn't miss. I mean, it wasn't even close to missing.
And now with this kind of moves happening, it's going to change the draft around. Like I said, Ronbo, this might change the draft around with these pickups, like with Seattle trading that quarterback. Yep. Things could change in the draft. Maybe. Yeah. There might be more trades. A lot of good trades in hockey today. Yep.
You know, though, it depends on what people do in free agency. It's like Kyle always said, too. It should be the draft first and then free agency. But,
Yes.
Yeah.
But they do the opposite. But the draft they used to do the draft in April, but somebody said they're doing the draft in May. I think, right? The draft is in May?
This year? Well, if it is, it's at the very beginning of May. I thought I read the date was in April. I don't know.
It's a 3-day weekend. Thursday, Friday. They do Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Well, the end of April, end of May,
Saturday,
maybe.
Sunday.
Yeah.
They used to do Saturday and Sunday. Now they do Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 3 days instead of. Yep. I used to like the 2 days, but whatever. It's a tradition they do for football.
Yeah, no, well, not only
But I
that,
think
it's
they
become
just
a commercial event now. It's like the Oscars. You know,
No,
they got to have the pageantry to it, the red carpet. You know.
Yeah, maybe Rudy's tacos truck will be outside waiting. I'll serve the customers.
Well, I'd love to come by. Hey, Rudy, if you take phone-in orders, I'd love to. Yeah. Hey, is Rudy? Hey, Rudy. Hey, I watch your show all the time. Listen, man, I'm gonna order. Give me 25 tacos. I'll be there in about 45 minutes. Don't show up.
These Rams in the chat wearing dresses, serving us 49er fans, and yep. But know what I think the NFL should start doing? Lottery balls. They should start doing lottery balls. Like they do in NBA. You think they should do that? That'd be a good thing to do, Ronbo.
Well,
lottery balls for the NFL before the draft. You know how they do in NBA?
The NBA,
Yep.
The weakest team needs to get the top pick, though. Because you can end up bad luck in the lottery balls forever and be just sucking indefinitely.
Yeah, but, that makes you got to play hard for it then. You got to play, I don't know. I like the lottery ball. Just that sometimes some of these teams, I wonder if they're really doing that, like, tanking it and don't want, you know what I mean? They must be doing something.
Oh, yeah. Like the Dallas Mavericks.
You got to think. Yep. Oh, Dallas Mavericks, they're done. They lost their point guard. They're done.
Yeah, but I think they were tanking anyway.
Good luck. You're playing against my Boston Celtics tomorrow night. 8:30.
Yeah,
Celtics and Lakers tomorrow night.
Right, but you don't get rid of Luka Doncic. Why would you do that?
No, that was a big mistake. That's a big mistake that Dallas made.
Yeah, I think they're tanking.
Because their center's down.
They're a weird team since Mark Cuban left. Yeah. See, tanking goes on in NFL, NBA all the time.
Yep, and NFL, I wonder if it does that too sometimes with some of these teams.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Kinda.
We don't know. And as fans, we just sit there and watch. Yeah. We don't know what they're thinking about.
And everybody plays hard, but you can play hard and play bad. I don't know how you cloak that, though.
I think the Atlanta Falcons will be all right next year, Tony. I think your Falcons will be all right. You got the good quarterback you picked up last year in the draft. Yeah. Maybe you go after a tight end. Hey, maybe that tight end from Penn State. If he falls for you, go for the Penn State tight end and maybe trade Pitts somewhere.
Hey, Michael, never worry about Atlanta offensively. They always do well in the draft.
They're the best. Atlanta's one of the best. Oh, yeah. Tony's team's always the best.
Offensively? Oh, man, they always pick up the best.
That's working for Atlanta. I think, Tony, you should go with the Atlanta Falcons. You'd be a good coach over there. You know a lot about football.
We got to go, Michael. We got to go.
Everybody, I'll see you Sunday.
All right. Looking forward to it. All right, Michael.
Good night, buddy.
Thanks, fam. And here he comes. Eric is the biggest victim of the week. Eric, come on in here. I saw when you said you had some things you wanted to talk about. Let it all out, man.
What the heck are we doing? Let's go with that.
I don't know, Eric.
Wow.
Eric, have you heard anything about a replacement quarterback? Who's going to quarterback for the Hawks this year?
Right now, it's Sam Howell. Well,
Sam. I forgot about you had him. You see, because that was the initial deal, though. You guys wanted to get Max Crosby.
Oh, boy. That would have been a lot better than what happened.
Max Crosby, you would have unloaded DK Metcalf and Geno. Oh, was there a third party in there? And all you wanted back was Max Crosby. By the way, who did you get back in return for that deal?
Max Wade? I think a third.
Draft picks. Oh. Okay. Wow. Leroy, Raiders picks. They pick numbers. Raiders don't pick until number 6. It's interesting to see with the new management that's going on in Las Vegas. What is it thinking? We're going to find out if Tom Brady can be a GOAT in an FO situation versus football. John Brady's got so much sense about football, though. I enjoy his analyst as an analyst last season. he's going to be really good at that. Because Tom's a pretty cerebral guy anyway. You got to be, because he's not that athletic, but he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. It's amazing. Oh. So.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on anymore.
There's always a method to the madness. Well, Eric, what you need to realize is there's probably the end game is going to be the weird thing. I don't know. What do? You do this, it turns to poop, and you just go ahead. Okay, well, the season's about to start. We're going to have to make do with what we've done and look forward to next year. Oh, Coach, what about? Well, listen, we're probably not going to finish that well this year. We're going to do the best we can, of course, but we should probably be in the top 5 next year. Can you imagine? I wonder, Eric, do you ever wonder if coaches anticipate fail before the season starts and better position next year? Because you know how everybody says the draft next year is going to be loaded with quarterbacks. The draft next year is going to be, I don't know. They look at these things like that all the time. I wonder how far they're willing to stoop. Like we just got through talking about throwing seasons in order to get a better draft pick. You save money, you tank, and it's all technique as far as front office maneuvers go. Eric, maybe that's the Hawks are doing.
I mean, I think at this point, first or second round has got to be quarterback.
Second round? Yeah.
So, late first or the second round, yeah.
Man, what kind of quarterback can you find this year? Because this class is not that kind of strong. What kind of quarterback can you find in the second round? Maybe, well, it doesn't matter what round. What am I talking about? We picked up a decent quarterback, the last pick in the draft. So it's about a lot of things with a quarterback. Yeah, program he gets into, the coach, his mindset as a quarterback.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I tell you, he's still very impressive to me. Yeah, Brock is still very impressive.
I agree. First time I saw him, I thought it was an accident. When he was out there he was doing good. I said, okay, well, he's got Kyle backing him up. They polished him up, coached him up. He'll be okay. I just thought he'd be okay. After about 3 weeks, okay, what do we got here? 4 weeks goes by.
Yeah.
You know what? He can play. By the time we got to the end of the season, I'm done speculating about Brock Purdy. I was shocked. I said, if they don't snatch his elbow to pieces, Brock Purdy beats that team. He goes to the Super Bowl in his first year playing half a season. Because Debo and B.A. were having their way with that Eagles secondary. And B.A. knew it. That's how Brock got hurt, because he saw B.A. was so open. He was just waiting just a little longer to release that ball. And, of course, we know what happened after that. Wow. So, yeah.
Yes.
And the 49er defense wasn't going to let the Eagles go anywhere that year.
It's been a very interesting week. It's just been very interesting. Just very interesting.
It's not done yet either, Eric. Wait till next week. It's gonna get real crazy interesting, because as many players that are being released. I don't know if your team is. I don't know if the Hawks are through letting people go yet. But there's going to be players floating around, even starting right now, that are good ball players. They're just too expensive for their own good. Now what? Who's going to pick that tab up? Who's got openings? Yeah. And a lot of those guys don't worry about going to the worst team in the league, because the worst teams in the league have plenty of money. They can bring you on. You can get a job with the New York Giants, Tennessee. Plenty of money there. if you like the state of Tennessee. There's places you can go to. You can go to Jacksonville. Yeah, can you imagine? I just got released. I don't have about 4 more solid, productive years of football, and I'm gonna just go get paid for the rest of my career because we're not going anywhere. I'm just gonna be playing for the money. How bad does that sucks? There's no point in getting excited, So, just get paid. Because, you look at LeBron James. There's another great example. LeBron James is playing as if he was 25 or 26 years old. He's got a running mate now, but people had no idea what Luka Doncic and
Wow.
what LeBron James, they are running over teams. And see, this is what happens. So you get reborn, because LeBron James looks like he's got 2 more solid years. Like Doncic is just getting started. He's 25. So this is the thing. If I'm going to a team, I would need to play for a championship.
Yep. It's very interesting because Dallas, that was a really dumb trade on Dallas's part.
I think they're going to sell the team. Since Mark Cuban left, they've been shit. We got to go, though. Hey, let me see you Sunday, and we're going to know some things. You're going to know some more things about what's going on in the liberal city, too. All right.
Hopefully, yeah.
All right, Eric.
Have a great night.
Thanks, Eric. Night.
But,
all right, perfect timing. Here he is, the Dragon Clan leader himself. He is Papa Dragon. Flim. Pop.
Damn.
We've been waiting on you for a while, man. You've been gone for a minute.
Damn. Everybody's been going, hey, what's up, Ronbo? I'm back. I'm back, shit.
Good. Now, and Big Show dropped me a note. He's going to be in soon, so we got to get folks back that like to stir the pot. I love it.
Yeah. El Ronbo.
Pop, it's funny you call because, as I said, there's been a redesignation of chores around the house in Santa Clara, and Kyle's being told that under no uncertain terms that we're going to change things. But I know you've got something to say about that, and also give me something about free agency. What are you thinking?
From what I'm hearing from people that do this kind of thing, I'm hearing that this decision was kind of a mutual thing. I mean, Kyle's a very smart man. He knows that his fingerprints are on a lot of the screw-ups, personnel-wise. You know what I mean? So
yes.
He still has final say, is my understanding. But my whole thing is that I'm not sure how much they're going to listen to him. So. Oh,
integrity shot. We're not going to rely on everything you say anymore? Oh, no.
I mean, they dropped $320 million last year in liquid assets on their players, on aging players, most of whom they dropped those contracts on didn't finish the season or missed a lot of time. So, and all these people are part of the Cabo crew. So it was going to bite you in the butt eventually, and it did. That's all there is to it. Now you're in a situation where you have a team that they're claiming they aren't as liquid as they want to be, but the reality is that they did put up 10% of the team. Whenever you have signing bonuses and you have guaranteed contracts, all that money has to go into escrow.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it's just a big mistake of how they handle the contracts. I just don't see them being one player away. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
The draft misses. Here's the deal. What they need to do, in my humble opinion, is first and foremost, don't draft based on need. Take the best player available.
Don't
draft
do that. Yes.
Superstars. Don't draft based on scheme. Adjust your scheme to superstars. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if you have the opportunity to draft Barry Sanders, he don't fit your scheme. You change your scheme to Barry Sanders. I don't know what's hard about it, honestly. Based on what we've seen, what we've discussed on this show the last 4 or 5 years, and all the players that we've seen, that we coveted and that we wanted here and there, I never wanted Hargraves. I never wanted that dude. I told everybody before, he plays 65% of the downs. Why are you giving him $80 million? And he can't play the run.
85.
Yeah, look what happened. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't pay Ayuk $30 million a year for what he catches 4 to 5 passes a game. I used to say, why are we paying a fullback $8 million, $6 million, $5 million, $3 million? Why? Because they're the coach's boys.
Or sometimes I wonder, are they afraid they're going to leave if you don't pay less?
No,
I mean, I was wondering what. Let him go.
Dude, it is the biggest thing that's messed up in Kyle's mind is that he's got this whole little nepotism thing where he wants to be one of the boys, have his own little crew, his little clique of dudes.
Yeah.
I get it. I see people are like that all the time. That's why people join country clubs. They want this little clique, this little exclusive clique. So free agency, I can't see. I mean, it doesn't make sense. They've already said it, and John Lynch is truthful to a fault. He's just like, hey, we haven't got a lot of cash right now, so we need to try to get cheaper and younger. That's messed up. What's messed up about that is that you're saying that you're rebuilding without rebuilding. That's what you're saying.
I know. So I try not to believe that because the word is toxic, and that means we're going to start all over. We're going to get beat for 3 years.
You don't have to say you have to start all over, and I don't look at it like you're an expansion team. But the point I'm trying to make is there was a time where our defensive line was like 11 players deep.
Yeah, how deep and solid rotation.
Yeah, how deep are we? How deep is the team today? But you're talking about a team
8 or 9 people
who hasn't remade itself in 5 years, and they keep tossing money at aging players. It's like, I love Dre Greenlaw. We know what's going to happen in free agency.
He's leaving.
Dre's going to get a bag somewhere else because it doesn't make sense to give a bag to a 28-year-old player come off injury. Someone's going to do it. Someone's going to do it, though. I just don't think the 49ers need to do it. They need to draft it.
You're just cruel.
Look,
I gotta go.
11 picks draft. They got to lean on that draft because they screwed themselves to Trey Lance, and they double screwed themselves. Not only did they draft this dude, throw all these picks at him, but they didn't really give him the opportunity and get behind him and say, okay, kid, you're going to run your offense from college. Hand the ball off, throw it. That's what you're going to do. No, they ran his ass up the middle on 2nd down and 8 and blew his leg up. That's on Kyle. You went to the office and said, hey, we want to trade all these picks and go get this quarterback. And then you make the decision to do that. So there's like a lot of things that I've been down on Kyle for a long time. A lot of these decisions. But ultimately, what the 49ers are going to have to do, now they have to eat it. Hufanga's going to be gone. Sorry. He's out of here. He's looking at $12 million a year. We're not paying him that. We're not paying Hufanga $12 million. It's just not going to happen.
I know.
So
we're going to be butt naked after Wednesday. All of them are going to be gone.
Dude, listen, I'm just saying, man.
But it might be for the good best. You're right.
Elon Musk is going through the 49ers right now. That's what it's like. They're coming through and they're letting people know. Name 5 things you did this week.
You're leaving. Yeah.
5 things that you did this week, Ayuk. Okay. You did a video blog. Ayuk been traded for a 6th-round conditional pick. Could be worth a 3rd pick if he comes back. Yeah. And here's the problem with Ayuk. His injury is so catastrophic. You know who else has that injury right now?
Who?
And you haven't seen him in a while. Drake Jackson.
Yeah, they publicly announced that injury won't heal.
Yeah, his life is over. I mean, his life as an athlete is over, and I think it could be the same thing for Ayuk unless he gets really good doctor's reports. But it's like some
Well,
people
if the 49ers do trade him, they did get that doctor report. And if I'm a team they're trying to send him to, you guys got any current progress on his condition?
No, it's not even that. It's a money thing. It's like most of the front office was basically, at odds with paying him that much money.
To begin
and
with.
rightfully so, because the analytics say don't pay him. He's not catching enough balls to get that money. Now, as far as Brock goes,
Real quick, 'cause
okay,
we've rolled our time.
Okay, you can't trade Brock to Cleveland because he can't throw in the rain. And if
Or
you can't throw in the
Tennessee.
rain, why are you trying to get $50 million? Sorry. It's just the reality. It is the reality. The reality is that he is not a franchise quarterback. He's a very, very good quarterback who can process, but the head coach don't let him process on his own.
Somebody,
So
somebody,
surprised if Brock don't get a
somebody
contract
facts.
and somebody else comes in. Don't be surprised.
Yeah, I
Don't be
know.
surprised.
You got to
You know,
brace
there's
yourself.
a-
It's football.
Yeah,
Bob,
there's pieces moving around right now. We'll see.
Bob, I'm so glad you got back in here. I didn't really need to be told all that truth because I'm feeling some kind of way now and it's not good. But anyway, Pop, I needed you to put me back in place. I feel better adjusted now.
But look, see what happened when they faced the Eagles faced the truth. They fired people, they got rid of people, they drafted well, they're Super Bowl champions.
Don't you understand, Pop? I can't handle the truth. But you're right. I'm gonna tell you what. Let me see you Sunday, fam.
Oh yeah,
Bob, don't miss. I'll be looking for you too. All right,
all right. We'll talk to you guys.
looking forward.
Trade Kyle's ass. Trade Kyle's punk. I've been saying that too. Trade him.
You did, Tony down. I can hear Tony pull his
Bosa,
truck over.
get two
Damn
defensive
right.
linemen.
Yes.
Go get two defensive linemen.
Nice.
Trade Bosa. Shit.
Bob, good night. Getting rid
Trade
of my
Ronbo.
Give me.
We're not gonna trade you, Ronbo. We're not gonna trade you, Ronbo.
Thanks,
You're
Bob.
All right.
Hey, Ellis, come in here, man.
Oh, shout out to Ellis. What's up, player?
Yeah. Ellis is Ellis. You know, he's such a dad. He's got those kids just at that age where he's got to tend to them, and he's got to make these. Ellis. Ellis. We're back and get back. Hey, let's go. Let's bring the law in. Here's Brian. Brian.
Hold on. Oh. Hello, Ronbo.
Brian. Wait a minute. Who's
Ronbo.
that?
Oh, okay. Hey,
We were trying to find you.
I'm sorry, Ronbo. I'm Miss McHugh. Hey, what's going on, Ronbo?
Hey, I just got B-slapped. But I always entertain the most positive, fantasy, fun type of thoughts. And then I got Papa Dragon on the phone, and he laid out some reasons why there's no reason in hell as a 49er fan we have to smile about a thing. But I'm going to go ahead and fake it because, Brian, we got free agents coming up. There's been a shakeup in the 49ers front office. There's going to be some new way of doing a lot of things, including recruiting and paying salaries. Anyway, you can read about that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you got the free agency period coming up with what's taking place with the 49ers organization. What do you think they're going to do in free agency? Because, quite frankly, they just don't have the money to do a lot of things. And they've been, as Pop just pointed out, throwing way too much money at guys that are getting up there in age. And then that fail, when the dominoes fell on the floor, they paid all that money to all them veterans, and they went in the Super Bowl and got beat. I actually knew the shit. I knew it was over for a lot of things. I just didn't know what exactly they were going to do. So now we know. There's no way to run an organization. We can't keep doing that. I understand that, though. But Brian, you're thinking on this.
Hey, you know what? I had an epiphany. And so, you got there's a lot of free agents that are coming into the market now.
Mm.
Wow.
Getting cut loose.
Teams are slashing and cutting and trading going on, whatever like that. And let's look at us for the 49ers. All right. So we was talking, and we were talking, looking at DN, possibly everybody's Myles Garrett, and and we know that we can't get everybody. There's no way. I don't care how much it is. We cannot get everybody. We cannot get every swinging ding-a-ling that gets freed from the team.
We can't even keep
It's just not going to happen.
True.
So, but Myles Garrett come in. I'm thinking, well, Myles Garrett, it's going to be a problem. Matter of fact, Cleveland don't even want to let him go. They don't even want to talk.
They've told people that over and over.
Yeah. So I don't know how Myles Garrett's going to pull this off. I don't know. I don't know if he going. I don't know how he's going to pull off. And
I do thinking, like DK Metcalf. Both of them might be sitting down. Look, I told you I needed to be traded. I'm not playing, and they sit down and sit it out.
I was thinking Max Crosby could be a possibility, but that didn't.
No, Raiders nipped
that got snuffed out. He got an extension,
a huge extension.
Mm-hmm. He got an extension, so he ain't going nowhere. But Ronbo, here's my thing: if we've been talking about Max Crosby and Myles Garrett and who's a Joey Bosa, what's going on with Leonard Floyd?
Nothing. Just when you look, the 49ers got this thing about we always look to get better.
Yeah. I'm like, what's going on with Leonard Floyd? Yeah, I'm thinking, well,
I wonder how he feels too.
You're thinking like all these other not. I'd be kind of feeling a certain kind of way. Like, wait a minute, y'all was foaming at the mouth when I came in, but now y'all see these other shiny toys. Now it's like forget me. You gonna just throw me away?
Yep.
So
Leonard wasn't bad last year. It took him too long to get started. Had he came out like gangbusters from week 2 or 3, the 49ers probably wouldn't even be thinking about this. His job is his, but he took him a little while to get started. He finished the season not bad.
Yeah. And I know that the Papa Dragon, he had mentioned something. He mentioned about us, we making some tripped out decisions like paying $8 million to a fullback who only gets like 2 carries per game. He only gets like 2 carries. That I never understood that. I'm thinking like, I mean, he was a great ball player. When you see that 44, anybody that wears that 44, that was my old high school number. Anybody wears that 44, you think they're a head knocker, but I think he was just a service,
well, he fit the scheme. He fit the Kyle Shanahan offensive
Juice was
scheme.
a service. Juice was a service player. He serviced the scheme, as you said. And he was a servant to the scheme. Now, if he was running the ball like what's that fullback that what's that running back that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had, and he just run over everybody? What was his name?
Big dude,
I couldn't think of him.
Heavy as hell.
Big dude. Big dude.
And just left the league about 2-3 seasons ago. Yeah, I know. But the thing about Juice, if he was him, I'm thinking like, okay, all right, we just going to make this work. No, we can't let him leave. Yeah, but
Brian, that wasn't the case. That just wasn't the case.
Mostert and all them dudes, they can actually thank him. He really did a good job of creating the space to move, and that's why Fournette, Leonard, we're talking about Fournette, right?
Yeah. Huh?
About the guy we're talking about, the big guy that went to Tampa Bay. That's Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette? No, not him.
Fournette?
No. The fullback. I'm talking about the fullback.
Yeah, I don't know about
not the running back. The fullback. What was his name? He get it, and he get it. Fullback out of Purdue. I know he went to Purdue. What was his name?
Allstott.
Allstott. Now, if he was Mike Allstott, okay, I'd be like, well, we might need to just make that work. We might need to get a loan or something. Pay him whatever. But that wasn't the case. I'm thinking, like I said, I see that 44. I'm thinking, and it's at the fullback position. I'm thinking, oh, he's a head knocker.
Yeah.
But that just wasn't. Yeah, but that just wasn't the case. But I say if we are going to make Brock Purdy, and I'm sure they're going to get it done. If Brock Purdy is going to be our franchise quarterback, then we need to protect our investment. Meaning, we need to get some big boys up front.
Hogs.
Get some big boys that needs to be top priority. Kyle Shanahan has been getting by with scheme and talented players. Now you're running thin on that.
Yep.
You've been getting by on scheme and talented players. Now the league is catching. And there's a period of time where within a 2 or 3 year period, the league catches up with you. So I think now, if that needs to be top priority. If Brock Purdy is going to be our franchise quarterback, and we're going to pay him all this money, then you need to protect your investment. You need to start drafting linemen like yesterday. If there are some out there in free agency,
that's what I was going to ask you. Is there any such thing?
I think that needs to be first.
Oh yeah, but is there any such thing as an offensive lineman that's worth a quarter loose in free agency? Because they're too hard to come by. If you got a good offensive lineman, Lord have mercy, you do not let him get away. So
no, you don't. Yeah, because Trent Williams is not going to play forever. I give him maybe another year or two, maybe. Depending on how we can keep him off the IR this year.
Yeah, he's going to miss some games. I already know that. But we know he's going to miss some games. How many is he going to miss?
Yeah. If we just keep him away from, Whataburger, he'll be all right. So keep him away from the buffet line. Because when he's hurt and overweight, he is no good.
Oh, he's not going to last. Charles, we got to call it. I mean, let me, Brian. I'm sorry, but let me see you Sunday. So we're already at the end of the week. Yeah, I'll be looking for you Friday, Sunday, Ronbo. Okay, I'm okay. Sunday.
So we're doing it again Sunday.
Oh yeah, I have to. Sunday's
Sunday.
Yeah, so we go to church, go talk about the Niners. You got to do both.
All right, Ronbo. 49ers versus everybody.
We need to do it to him. I wish I knew where we could find him to call him and interrupt him in the middle of a sentence.
Right. Exactly. All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam.
All right.
See you Sunday.
All right.
Hey.
What's going on, Ronbo?
E, I've been waiting on you. Allen Robinson. He had me up against I was like handcuffed. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I got something. Wait, let me think. See, you can't think of a name, can you? Allen Robinson and also Ingram, that tight end. Ingram was never a tight end. He was always a big wide receiver.
But I got something for you. None of them played with Trevor Lawrence.
That's right, huh?
They played with
Robert
Brunell.
Saleh. So I ain't got no ammunition, do I? Damn.
They played with Brunell. He didn't. They was last place. They never gave him. He never had an offense. Like I said, that poster boy or that hair.
Yeah.
He don't look the part, but he plays very good.
Trevor?
Yes.
I ain't mad at Trevor. Of that class, I guess Trevor's got to be the best one, right?
Yes. But don't sleep on do one for Pittsburgh. I think he might come into age.
What's his name?
I don't know if Trey Lance gonna do it because it don't seem like nobody. Well, you know what? Dallas treated Trey Lance a little different. They did run him up the A gap.
I saw a film of him before he left school. That's what he does. His strength was his run, because he was bigger than the rest of the kids back at school.
College kids.
Yeah. And then, he'd
It's
find
different in NFL.
a Christian with that wide receiver his way downfield. So they knew he was raw and he needed some work, but they thought they saw potential. But the way they went around developing is they got him damn near killed immediately. That play, remember against the Cardinals? They sit him out there because I think Jimmy was hurt or somebody was hurt. Anyway, he raced around the corner, and instead of leaping over the line of scrimmage or over the defender or something like that or run around, Trey ran right into him. He got hurt. Remember he woke up the next day and said, my knee is sore? Yeah. These are the things coaches had to work with him a little more intensely.
Like he thought he was in college, and
you can't run over an NFL.
I think he's a great young man.
Yeah. You don't run over NFL defenders. You got to find another.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. So the linebackers not paint off the helmets.
Oh.
When they hit, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
I ain't doing no slants, coach.
2 first-round picks, E. 2 first-round picks. And like a lot of us are saying, we've never recovered from missing 2 picks like that, 2 first-rounders. Those are valuable picks for more. And even if you don't want to get that first-round pick, you got a trade asset. You can go down. You can get things done.
Well, you got to do better in the entire picture. If you mess up with the 3 first-round picks, then you have to make better with the second, third, and fourth, which we didn't do, which brought this other guy who come in who, I don't know who he is, I forgot his name, but don't look like he knows what he's doing. They saying John Lynch ain't doing his job. They said too much stuff is on Shanahan, but why is all this, like you're saying, I just want you to be the coach. All this other stuff, we supposed to have GMs and evaluators. That's why you got this 55-man squad or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. You need to do all
why
the heavy lifting.
Why are we paying these people? Why are we paying these people to sit down and drink coffee?
And wait for Kyle to come in and tell them what they need to do. Or go say yay or nay to whatever he's talking about.
Correct.
Adam Peters leaving is I knew it was going to hurt us. I didn't know how bad.
Adam Peters. Yeah. And I hate an office who has a whole bunch of I don't want to say nothing on YouTube, but glazers, A-tail kissers. You need to do your job and do the best in your ability where you state the best. This is what we need to do in my mind. If you have a different opinion, that's what it is. But don't sit there and be kissing. Oh yeah, that sounds good, Cal. Oh yeah, that sounds good, Cal. Oh yeah. No, it didn't. Like you said, Hargrave, the defensive end, Chase Young. We tried. I ain't gonna say we didn't try. It's just like we kept missing.
Yes, you can't just keep missing.
Yeah, we keep Hufanga again. I want Hufanga back, but they telling me he's getting 10, 15 million. He's not coming back.
Yeah, they got team-friendly contracts to do, but that's not team-friendly. And that's why Pop made a lot of sense. Hufanga's not coming back.
Oh, yeah.
And neither is Dre Greenlaw.
Two of them guys made great sense. Papa Dragon and somebody else. We're going to trade Brandon Ayuk. If he's past that physical, he's gone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say it.
Because we're going to try to silently rebuild. Oh, there's that term. We're going to try to finally redesign this team. I'm not using the word rebuild. I hate it. Redesign this team so it works and runs a little smoother. Because,
and the Super Bowl is in February. Our quarterback cannot play good in elemental weather. So how did that work out?
That is so true. I kept thinking, well, maybe it's just one of those days. And then another one of those days came up again next time in the snow. Brock was helpless. Heavy rain. Does he have small hands or something? I don't understand.
Yes. He do got small hands.
But he came from Iowa. The snow doesn't just snow there. It comes down in buckets at a time. How did you do?
You got a point there, sir.
I don't understand.
You got a point there. It's a lot of things. It's play calling, too. If he's snowing and it's raining, stop throwing so much.
Yeah.
Pass the ball. Run the ball. Do something. Or pass it right to left, not north and south. Not north and south, but north.
Yes.
You got to go to the... Man,
And that goes
this-
for any quarterback,
like,
doesn't it? When you think about it, E.
Yes, any quarterback. I played quarterback. That's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
so,
one thing I wanted to say, I was in the military, Ronbo.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say this because I know this is draft season, and I'm sorry to say it like this, but I saw Bin Laden in '94.
What? Did you?
I saw, yep, in '94. So don't believe everything everybody tells you. That's what I want to say.
No, I know, especially anything you read on the internet. They got people out there that and spending all their waking hours putting lies out on the internet, like Rudy and a lot of Rams fans.
False. Oh, I got a source. I got a, huh?
Yeah,
Oh.
Solved.
I'm on the phone. No. Hold up. Trying to take my charger. Hold on.
Okay.
I said, yeah, they trying to take my charger because they broke theirs.
You wouldn't have it that. Hey, we got to go though.
No.
Listen,
sir.
you know what? Sunday we'll be back in here, and listen, there's going to be an interesting development within the next 24 to 48 hours. 49ers are trying to make moves. I don't think they're going to sleep until they do.
I do my thumbs up and I do my little comment, so you should be good.
Thanks, man. Been looking forward to hearing from you Sunday.
Production, everybody, big ups. Niners. Love y'all. Be good.
We love you, fam. Night, E.
Yeah. Night.
Night. Let's go check on Ellis. Ellis.
Ronbo.
Tell you what, I'm going down through that. Now you got me started. I'll be back. I did that a little while ago. And Ellis, this is still golden. And also, what's that? Jalen's? What's his last name? Wide receiver.
Which one?
Golden. Man, Golden is like, I said, these guys, and what's the guy's name started with a J?
Oh, Jalen
Royals. Man, I said, these guys look like 49ers already. They're running in some of the same patterns. And you know.
I told you.
Yeah.
I told you. Remember I said when you watch them, you're going to start thinking, oh, shit, they already running what we running anyway. So
49ers, right? Yeah. Good hands.
Yeah. And look, Jalen Royals, he plays for Utah State, so he'll be like a 4th or 5th round pick. He's not going to be in the 2nd or 3rd round.
Right.
So we could go scoop him. Whoever we get in the 2nd, 3rd round, we need a wide receiver. Let's get some more mid-round picks. Get BA up out of here. Get one receiver in like the 2nd or 3rd, and grab another one in like the 4th or something like that, and then just do defensive line, offensive line, get a safety. If you want to get a running back, go ahead and do that. Mm-hmm. But man, at least I'm telling you, 2 of those receivers out of all the videos I sent you, it would be like Debo and Brandon Who. I'm telling you. Under the coaching of Kyle Shanahan and in that wide receiver room where they got a lot of fresh legs in there. Jawan Jennings will be the senior wide receiver.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They would be real good company to be.
I got a plan. I got a feeling about him. So yeah.
Man, look. And we in the game. I'm telling you.
I believe it.
I'm telling you.
I do. We just
what you think about Savion?
We got to stay healthy.
What you think about Savion Williams?
Not got to him yet. But as I'm rolling down through this, I said, Ellis been busy. Let me get down here. So, yeah. But I'm going to get back to you on those, too. I already got back to you on a couple.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Golden looks good. He's a little bit of a smaller wide receiver, but he ran the fastest 40. I think he ran
I knew he was beating the receiver, the defenders for a reason. I mentioned that on my comment. So,
from what I recall, he ran like a 4.3. 4.36 or 4.34.
Oh, I love them 4.3. That's why I like if we could let Collins cook, Kyle. If he would just go ahead, Kyle, he has trust issues, Oh.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll find out. Hey, so you see the situation going on here, like the free agency thing. I'm curious about what the 49ers are doing. You hustle Debo out of here. That deal could have been done later. It didn't have to be done right now. You lost money on that deal. And then you look at the fact that they already let Javon, and I thought we already knew about this anyway. Javon, Wednesday, all right? Wednesday? Yeah. Make plans. You can go and clean your locker out now because we're going to let you go on Wednesday. And then BA, and everybody say, BA ain't nobody's untouchable. Oh, no. And so I say, boy, what are we doing here? I understand it, though. and from a common sense perspective. But as I mentioned earlier, I get attached to some of our guys. I don't want to see them go. If they say we're getting to trade, if they trade George Kittle, I'm gonna be in the hospital doing this show, man. And
they're not getting rid of
I know, but I understand Greenlaw's exit. I hate that, but he is an injured player.
Yeah, no, Dre's probably. Yeah, somebody's going to pay Dre some money, maybe that he can't refuse. I wouldn't say it's worth it for him to stay for one season on a prove-it deal. He needs to get paid now. He hasn't really gotten paid yet.
I know.
Yeah, and he's getting up there. So I'm not mad at the situation with Dre. I just would love to have him. I'd love it if he would, or if we had enough finances that we could be able to take care of him in a decent manner. Because I mean, shit, losing that kind of a player. I mean, we don't have. There's nobody on the team that's equivalent to Dre Greenlaw on the team. Yeah. That's the maniac. That's the mercenary. You know what I'm saying? And so that's we don't have that energy. We don't have that intensity. That psycho. You need one or two of those on the team.
Else, that's it.
I
mean, certain guys have to have a certain mental makeup to be considered a football player. You can have all the skills you want. I like D. Winters, but I'm not sure what is going on in his head. We'll see.
Well, I think he's trying to emulate a little bit of what Dre, Dre's, he's trying to emulate Dre in a way, which he doesn't look too bad. It looks okay, but he's got it, he needs grooming. He needs some more season, and that's it's only going to come if he's a student of the game. You have to have the mental fortitude. It's different what you do on the outside of your body versus the way that you think and process and put things together in the inside in your brain. It's two different worlds. So when you merge the two and you have both and you're on the upper echelon of both, that's what separates you from other players that might be really great.
Yep.
And, versus players that are, good or, they're okay or they're, he's this, but he doesn't have that.
Yeah.
It's a certain mentality. You know what I'm talking about.
No,
and everybody doesn't have that.
Right. It's that dude that walks down the back alleys on purpose and ain't scared, versus the other kid that would never ever be seen in that area. Dre would. And this is the kind of makes a good football player. That kind of mind, I ain't afraid of. Ain't nothing. Ain't gonna stop me. That's Dre.
Yeah, the perfect metaphor. Perfect metaphor. Yeah. You just said that right there.
So we gotta.
Man, look. We I don't know if we're going to be able to make up for that in any way, shape, or form in the draft or anytime soon. I see Malik Mustafa as being a player that's kind of similar, just the way he came out straight from the gate. Because Dre was nasty like that when he first came out too. I think that was his rookie season. That was his rookie season when he laid that hit on that Seahawks tight end and kept him out the end zone. The way he took that angle and planted his ass into the turf. Yeah. I mean, that's different. You know what I mean? That's not no regular shit.
I know. So, best move I've ever seen on a defender. I'm serious. He had the wherewithal to know where he was, and you know how quickly that's happening. I got to stand him up. If he crosses the plane, to go give him a touchdown. No, he ain't. And Dre would not let it be. Forced his will against that dude. That's a big dude too.
I love Dre, man. I will always he will always have a value space, in my heart, and the best to him, because he's got to do what's best for his family. I don't know if we'll ever get a linebacker like that again. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of shit that really separates us. That's what made that tandem of him and Fred so incredible, is because it's that Navarro and Pat kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? The yin and the yang. Fred will come lay a hat. Fred moves fast. Fred's a hustler. He's relentless. And Dre is just like but Pat and Navarro though were very much more alike than not. They weren't like a yin and a yang. They were both animals. Ferocious. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll never see anything like that again. Yeah. But look, man, the defensive line is sounding like some of these guys are going to drop. The tackles are going to start going later in the rounds from different mocks that I'm seeing from some credible, NFL sources and stuff like that, that's actually works into our favor. Because if we go back, I mean, hence we don't trade Brandon, we could still trade back into like the between 18 and like 23, get several mid-round picks, pick the best player available, which there will be plenty to choose from still in that first round, even at that spot. And then we can come right back up. We pick 40 something, and then whatever other picks we got, and we could clean up, man. So I just really want us to take advantage. I think the no bullshit mentality that's going on right now with the Yorks, and that John is having to say, hey man, we're gonna have to put our foot down when it comes to this Brock contract and everything like that. Hey man, do what y'all got to do at the end of the day, because
it's only going to benefit the future. Exactly. We got to pull up though, fam, because that situation with the front office, boy, we take a
$300 million last year, man, and got shit for production and got a 6-10 season. So they're not playing no more.
I know.
So these guys want to get paid all this money. Y'all better put up or shut up, man. Yeah, it's business. But they kind of mess it up for other players. And Brock actually earned his money. I don't know about the 60 M's, but I mean, he's at least a 50 M quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He's a cerebral guy. The way he processes his decision making is totally separate from the physical aspect. Right. It's not something that you can really factor in.
We can't unpack it all, though, fam. We got to pack it in.
All right, fam. It's good.
All right, Ellis.
It's good.
Good stuff, fam. Hey, bookmark that. I want to hear more of that. Let's come in Sunday.
That's a bet, man. Thank you for the platform, family. Shout out to production. Shout out all the family. Y'all know what it is, man. Show, Papa Dragon, Tony, Donut, Tanisha, Frank, the whole chat. You know what it is, man. Keep it lit. Love y'all, man. Peace.
Love you back, fam. See you in a minute.
Hey, man. Shout out Brian, and man, y'all keep it lit, man. We good.
All right, Ellis. All right, fam.
Go Niners.
And the Blues man is coming down the tarmac. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? I got my daughter, average 765 in the chat. Always complaining about Purdy. Purdy sucks. Purdy this. Let's trade him. Purdamite. Dude, why do you talk about sodomy so much? Purdamite. Oh, my God. What the hell?
When Rams fans talk about Brock Purdy, it's wishful thinking. They're hoping he's as bad as they think he is. They constantly rag him, and I mean, it's just hilarious. You don't tell when somebody's afraid of Brock Purdy. They're endlessly slamming him. He has done nothing for that or justify all that BS they're spewing. So it's a joke.
He had a terrible year. Mm-hmm.
Well, he did, but again,
he didn't have a good year.
I only gave him a pass this year because, first of all, he's got Debo out there making him look good, and BA's laid up in the hospital. Jawan Jennings, if I just had two of those, if Kyle would allow Ricky Pearsall to be eligible for passes, there are so many ifs. So I can't look at the Brock Purdy from 2 years before and decide this last season was the defining year. Let's see what it looks like next year for me, and I'll go ahead and make a decision then.
Marketing pro, just stop, dude.
I know,
no one's afraid of the freaking Lambs, dude. You had like the best defensive line, but
Marketing pro, I saw that 4 Super Bowls. Marketing pro, what Rams fans? Tom, here's the thing with Rams fans: they don't understand that was another era. They weren't called Super Bowls at that time, so they don't just transfer over to the next era and with the same name. There weren't two leagues full of 5 and 10, 15 teams. There's only a few. So the Super Bowl era is a Super Bowl era, and the championship era is a championship era. Rudy, marketing
you have 2 championships. You have 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah. See, so.
But nobody's concerned with freaking championships. What was that?
You
You weren't even born yet.
So Super Bowl, they're embarrassed about only having 2. And that will continue to be the case until you get at least 4. You guys can get 3 and still going to get laughed at by 49er fans. Stop. Give it up. That's why we don't appreciate or respect you when you guys come in here. You're shameless. You're out of touch. You fantasize, and we don't want to share those fantasies with you, but you keep bringing them to us. We're not going to give you 2 trophies, Super Bowl trophies, because you want them. I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that. Damn it. God. Children.
So
but Tommy,
what's the topic tonight?
We're talking about the free agency period, and also we're looking at some things that are going on around us, Tommy. You know how you walk in the house and the paint's falling off the wall, and the real estate is trying to say, well, we can fix that. Okay, well, let me know when you do. And I keep looking, right? So that's the 49ers are at that place now where BA is probably on his way out. Actually, I'm starting to believe that. We're not going to re-sign Dre Greenlaw, Hufanga, all the nostalgic feelings that a lot of us maintain with some of the players. It's not realistic when it comes to running a business. Big Show's sitting there. Big Show's watching. I have told you guys that. Tommy, what are we going to do in free agency?
Shout out Big Show.
I can't handle reality half the time. What are we going to do, though, Tommy? We're going to lose some people and gain some people. Are we going to be competitive in this coming up season?
Depends on how we draft.
Yeah. Well, most draft picks need a little seasoning, though. I don't know if they're going to come in and make a difference.
Cannot go. I know I have to beat this to a bloody pulp, but I just can't. I cannot go into a season with Brendel as the freaking center. With him at center, we cannot run the goddamn ball.
We can't.
Average one. I don't want to hear your bullshit about Mason. That guy runs over people. He's not going behind blocks.
I know.
He's a bruiser. He breaks tackles. That's what he does. Get a fucking brain. Jesus. You saw it with any other running back. We could not run up the middle. We could not get 1 freaking yard.
Oh, yeah, because they had to get Brindle out of
Why
the face.
Why would you pass on when you're 3rd and 1, you pass? Get the hell out of here. Or run for receive. That means the run blocking is terrible.
Even if they know we're coming, run it. It's 1 damn yard. Oh.
I don't even care about receivers right now. You have George Kittle. Get the trenches fixed so you can run the damn ball.
You got to get some hogs up there, though, Tommy, even for running the ball. You need an efficient offensive line. We've been trying to build an offensive line for 4 or 5 years, maybe longer. See, and it just has one.
But I'm just saying,
2 guys.
If you have, if Barch plays left guard, and you get a center in free agency, I know Dahlman's probably going to be expensive, but I think there's another one. The guy from, I forget. There's 2 center free agents.
Yeah, you know.
You just fix that.
Yeah. Dahlman's going to get. You're going to compete to get him, though, Tommy. I got a feeling.
Yeah, and I think Chicago Bears are trying to.
It's a
Bears.
Line. There's us. I think in Vegas.
And their O-line isn't that bad. It's freaking. Caleb Williams holds the ball longer than anybody I've ever seen.
I know. I know. He paid for it, too.
Well, Bustin Fales, he holds the ball longer.
This is what the thing. Those mobile quarterbacks, they got to think about that. I understand that they know they can get away if they have to, but you need to survey that field, get rid of that ball as quick as possible. So, yeah.
I do like we stole DB from the Lambs, but I don't know. He's pretty physical. He's small. He's short.
He's kind of small, yeah. Tomlinson. I think that's his name.
Yeah, but I like. He's got that dog in him, though.
Okay, see, that'll make up for size.
And I don't really give the Rams respect in that aspect, but they're trying to copy us getting physical because they've been a finesse team forever.
I noticed that last year, too. Rams, you finally played manly football, finally.
You'll never be like us. You're just pretenders.
That's why the record is as it is. We've beaten that team for years and years and years. They're never going to catch up, and they're never going to have a period like we had. So, therefore, when they knock us You guys haven't got anything since the century turned. That is such a weak attack.
Well, who do you want to pick up in free agency?
You know what? I only like a couple guys. I did like Asante Samuel. I like.
Oh yeah.
I like Joey Bosa because only because his mom wants him to play for us, and I figured Joey.
Well, if he's going to go on the vet minimum.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We'll
Maybe his
him.
mom will say, "Listen, Joey, you guys, I've invested your money. You're not poor. Go and join your brother, and we just want to see this. The family wants this, and like that, Because I bet that's what the case
like
is.
They said, like people were on 49er Minor. I don't know if you know him, but
I've heard that.
He said like that maybe they'll make the best out of each other. Like brothers, you know how brothers compete.
They do hard.
So they were
against each other.
Extra motivation,
right? I bet you Joey's standing
but
for
it's
all
also
year.
the Bosses are all about their money. So
That's true. They're serious.
But
about
is
that.
he still getting paid from the Chargers?
I don't know. They got rid of that. They got him out before the release date. They still got to get a dead cap hit. I think they're responsible for some of Joey's contract.
Okay.
We'll find out.
So he should maybe just come on a 1-year deal, like,
Chase
sweetheart deal for us.
Yeah. Well, it's an emotional thing, and the 49ers could really give Nick Bosa his mental, his whole way of thinking. Oh, he'd be so on fire. Both of them would. I'd like to see it happen.
Yeah, and I've never had a brother, but I know they're always trying to outdo each other. I'm the big brother. I'm better.
Oh,
I
tell you.
I mean, I had a sister.
Yeah, well, they'll come and get you, too. My sister can play basketball, and I don't even want to tell you what happened there. Yeah, Camellia can play.
I used to pick on my sister a lot, and then she just turned into a mad dog after a bone. Like, I've seen her beat up chicks before. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? But then this was high school and, like, early college, but then she got, all girly and stopped that. But she was a maniac.
I love it.
Jesus.
Tommy, you got to go. Let me see you Sunday. Hopefully you got time. All right?
Yeah.
All right, Tommy.
Well,
you keep working those Rams. I love the way you hit them with common sense. I love the look.
I mean, God, just stop it. And with the excuses about Saquon is cheating, just blaming the refs, stop it.
All right, Tommy. I'll see you Sunday. Oh, God. Rams fans are so easy to abuse. They're underprivileged. They've just been looked down upon so long. Hey, yo, Tony!
Ronbo.
Tony.
You always catch me when I'm either going to have a beer or cheesecake or something. No.
Are you having cheesecake? Are you a cheesecake?
Yeah, I'm just about to cut up a vanilla cheesecake.
Oh, God. Peanut butter chocolate cheesecake is my favorite. Oh, God, I just can't get enough. If we're sitting there and we got a whole one, Tony, you're going to really have to cuss me out because I know I'm going to eat bigger pieces than I should. I'm not sharing. I just go nuts over cheesecake. But Tony, listen, you want to enjoy that? You want me to come back and give you one call?
No.
You all right?
It's not going to run away.
Listen, Tony, I know you're delighted, though, that there's been they've like reassigned the duties around the office in Santa Clara, and Kyle is not going to be doing any more than necessary. I said, wait till Tony sees.
Funny
this.
that, isn't it? Huh? Starting to catch up to him. Look,
they said it's mutual too.
I told you
they worn down.
They called them into the office, and this guy chucked a little temper tantrum like a little baby.
Yeah.
What are you going to do that to me? I'm not even going to the combine. Fuck you.
You can't keep throwing all that money around and not come up with a championship that says SB on it, right? So I guess that was a shake-up. Jed New Yorker sitting there with a look on his face like, guys, I have shelled out $320 million on guys that we probably should have thought about moving or getting younger a little sooner than I appreciate and respect you guys, but this is not going to continue. You know the bottom line with every Joe, this is not going to continue. That's what he finally said. And then, of course, that's when they started restructuring that office.
Look, Ronbo, I mean, you know what's in the way of the 49ers and a Super Bowl.
Kyle, I knew you were going to say that. Go ahead.
It is, Kyle, but it's more centralized. It's like his narcissism, mate. Right? It's not the actual person itself. It's the attitude that this guy takes and doesn't want to relinquish certain things. Okay, so he took everything on by himself last season, yeah?
Kyle, that's trust issues. He could give guys a little more leeway. He doesn't do it.
What did he do? What did he do? He did it all himself. What did he do? He won 6 games. At least when he had McDaniel,
yeah,
he would get challenged. All right, they're coming up for, say, we're playing the Cardinals, or it's a divisional game or whatever. And Carl, what are you thinking about running? What kind of plays are you thinking about running this week? Blah blah blah. Oh, we play the usual one and this one, and that one. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And Carl would tell him, this particular play that you keep running against them, I've been looking at the tape, Kyle. It's not.
Give the numbers.
It doesn't work anymore.
Right?
It doesn't work anymore.
Stats
right?
don't lie.
You need to come up with a different one for that play. Scratch that play. Come up with a different one. There's no one there to challenge him.
No. Or creativity. And we gave all the credit to Kyle. Mike McDaniel is a brilliant dude, and that's why they bumped off each other really well. Hasn't anybody like that since?
Yeah. Kyle was like a Hitler, mate. Yeah, McDaniel would just give him the piece of paper and go, "There you go, boss. Right? All your work's done for you."
Yeah.
I mean, this guy didn't even have to think. All right. Well, they said it. I think he used to stay up 18 hours a day.
Oh yeah.
McDaniel's
a nerd.
Studying things.
Football nerd.
Before the games and things like that. So Kyle never had anything to do. So now when he thought he could do it, and you give him, you take away that person that's going to challenge him and give him some fresh ideas and poke him like a bear, he shit himself.
Yeah.
He won 6 games.
It was sad.
So how is he not to blame?
Well,
he puts players on the sideline for 3 years, then they play 1 year, then they're eligible for a contract, and they go, like Mason, when you start these kids, give them a go, give them game time. If you've got it, like I've said before, you've got a 30 points to 6 lead, and it's the 4th quarter, throw them on, mate. Give them some game time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not going to hurt. Plus, you can take your strike players off, like McCaffrey, a few other people. You know what I mean?
Make them sit down whether they want to or not. I agree with that. God, yes.
Take Kittle off, put Mason Pline on. He's 6'6", 254 pounds. Never dropped the ball last season. All right?
Yeah.
You could put that guy in goal when they run for a TD. The 6'6", that's a huge body. He lifts his hands up in the air. He's what?
Right, I get ready to say, we're talking 9 feet of wing span, in any direction.
Stupid things like that. There's no one there to challenge him, Ronbo. You know what I mean? There's no one there to challenge him, and he's just set in his
He should have the common sense. Kyle's not an idiot. He pretends to be one sometimes, but he knows better, doesn't he? I know he knows better. And he does the things sometimes.
He's not an idiot.
It's trust issues. He doesn't believe in these guys.
He's not an idiot. He's a narcissist, Ronbo. You study these people. They're very hard to break them. It's like a wild horse, you know what I mean? You can't break the goddamn. You won't be able to ride it. But the season, if they just go address O-line, center, and then defensive line, and then in the later rounds, pick your running backs and your wide receivers and blah, 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 blah.
Shout out to Tony, my dog, Crocodile Dundee. Much respect, man. Marketing Pro Rams Nation.
We could salvage something, Ronbo, next year. Otherwise, you're going to get Brock Purdy running for his life.
Oh, I don't want to see that again.
I'm sorry, brother. It's not going to happen.
Oh, they got to figure something out.
It's not going to happen. Because, like I said, you come up against the Eagles and just call it a day. You know,
just sit Brock
just
down.
call it a day.
They got to address that.
Just
Tony.
call it a day.
I don't believe they're going to do that this year, because they've got to have some ideas of how they deal with that. Otherwise, they're not really professional coaches. So,
you know, getting to the Super Bowl starts in the playoffs, and winning the playoffs and getting to the Super Bowl is one thing. But like I said, mate, you got no offensive line. May as well just call it a day.
That's a John Harbaugh way of thinking too. Well, Tony, we're going to go. I'm here Sunday. We'll be back, and Kyle's already been demoted. Maybe things will change. I knew you loved that. But I read it. I said, Tony's got to be just peeing on himself laughing about this. Tony, I'll see you Sunday.
All right, brother. Shout out to Evan Ellis, Big Show, Papa Dragon, 49 Brian, and all the rest of the mob. Even Marketing Pro. And,
he is amusing, isn't he? Don't tell Tommy that, though. Tommy's had enough of Marketing Pro. I'll see you Sunday. Cheers.
He's good entertainment. Yeah. Cheers, my man.
Oh, it is time for Emilio. It's for the Latino heat. Emilio, coming in here.
What's happening?
Emilio, man, it's just, it's another day in a whirlwind called red and gold. I mean, there's still 49ers always have side shows. We're going into the free agency period. We don't have any money. But you know the 49ers are
cool. You don't have no money.
Well, I'm trying to understand.
That's not true. Don't
got $34 million.
Don't start believing.
But I'm talking, okay, big time players I'm talking about. I mean, if I wanted Darius Slay or Sante Samuel, or I ain't gonna get them. But I'm just wondering.
You've been a Niners fan. You've seen what they've done. We've not been able to find whoever we want. I don't believe those reports on we ain't got no money. I can say what is true is that Jed Wilkes mad. Jed Wilkes just pitch off. I would be too. We're paying these dudes and they're not producing. Yeah. Firstly, this is on Shanahan's fault and Lynch. Can we pay this guy? You see, Jed gave me okay. Gave me a green light. He's going to pay this guy. You're not giving me a Super Bowl. He's mad. I would be mad too. I'm paying all this money and you're not giving me a Super Bowl. Fix it. So basically, we told him, fix it. Well, you guys next. So I'm talking about he's not on the hot seat. He's on the hot seat. They told him, win the Super Bowl, you have to do it. That's simple. So whether you can choose and all the other guys go, that's their fault. Shanahan has to figure it out one way or another. That's Shanahan's fault.
Well, they should have put all that on his plate in the first place. Think about it.
They gave you deep. They paid Debo for you. They paid out you. They paid both those guys. And maybe you said they paid, but they've been giving Shanahan what he wants. Now, people put up or shut up at this point. We even feel the way it's saying. We done said a couple times, told us Shanahan has to go. Paying this guy, and you're not giving us anything. We all won. That's the thing. Where's the 6th Lombardi? You haven't done it. Been there twice, and you failed. I don't think there's going to be a third time. So, I think this season, we either get to the Super Bowl and win. I see him out that door. If you're going to give him another shot after he lost to, if he goes to the Super Bowl and loses again, you give him another shot? I'm done. I said, keep going back to Harvard. You find Harbaugh for less. Big Kelly, you only gave him 1 year. Tom Sula, you gave him 2 years. So I'm like, you really going to keep this up? I highly doubt it. Sanders been given a lot of breathing room. I said, people keep saying, who we going to get? It doesn't matter. We can get somebody. Turn the team around.
Yeah. But then get somebody you wonder why they wasted that money on, like a $6 million contract.
No, I know. We all know why, because these players played out, balled out. Even though if it was 1 year, they did their job. You were hoping they were going to keep going.
Oh, yeah, for us.
Part of which Lynch.
You mean our free agents?
Pay these guys.
We'll give them the famous 1 year contracts. That's what 49ers do. Yeah,
no, they do. I mean, like I said, not like that. We done said, fans and everybody spend the money. You're not spending, they spend. Jed gave, like I said, goes back to Jed gave me okay, but now we need results. You're not giving me results. You can't keep putting out money. You're not giving me results.
Yeah,
It's not
and we've done that a
happening.
lot the last few years.
So,
Same result. That's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over with getting the same result. This is why, yeah.
I keep
this
saying,
stop.
too. Shanahan, we should change up his offense, too. 2 Super Bowls as a winning shit. Change the playbook book up, buddy. Figure it out.
Yeah, no, he already
Change
mentioned
the
that
whole
last year
game
before the season
plan.
ended. Yeah, he knows you got to make some rearranging that.
You got to change up your deep. I don't care if Saleh's back. Saleh has to figure something else out. Change the defense. Change stuff around. You really want a Super Bowl. You've been there twice. You ever done anything?
He went in and got embarrassed by the same team. That's what hurts me so bad. You
Yeah,
guys went in and
the
lost to
problem.
the same team twice. They know
At
they
least
can
the-
beat
At
us.
least the Eagles went back.
I know the Eagles went back second time. No, you ain't.
Got it the first time, and you're not going to do it twice. That's what the Niners should have done.
Ah, that's
They
what
had
the
the
49ers
better
attitude
team,
should have
you know.
been. We almost pulled it off, though.
They had the better team. Niners had the better team. No.
And they still found a way to lose that game. So I said, if the Chiefs at the Super Bowl, don't go 49ers. Don't do it.
It doesn't
Mito,
matter who goes. It could be
what
the
is-
Chiefs. It could be the Chiefs again.
What is pupusas?
Oh, those are Mexican, like Mexican quesadillas. They're like they're Salvadorian.
Oh,
so
they're
it's
like
like,
quesadillas. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like a quesadilla, but it's different. So it's kind. That's the best way I can explain it. But it is built.
No, I got it.
So
I
it's
got
like,
it. Somebody said we got a pupusas feed. I said, what? I've seen pupusa. Where have I seen that name? But anyway.
yeah, it's like a Salvador. It's just easy to identify. It's kind of like a Salvadorian quesadilla. But
Right. But I see. The thing is, if you're looking at any free agents, and we're going to be surprised, like we did probably. We get surprised every other year, it seems. When we picked up Javon, I was kind of surprised. All right, and then I'm saying, now see I don't see where the 49ers going to be buying anybody since they got this contract with Purdy. So now, what can we expect between now and next weekend?
hopefully we do pick up somebody. Saying, like I said, not having money. We have the money, but are they really going to try to get somebody, or are they really trying to go cheap and build through the draft? I mean, it's possible. It's been done before. Teams have won. You can go back to Seattle. That Seattle won their Super Bowl. They built through the draft and won.
See,
So
and then,
it's
you know what?
possible.
Nothing would have changed if we won it. Nothing would have changed. If we won that Super Bowl, Jed wouldn't be calling the guys in the office and talk about assigning. We wouldn't have been talking about this. Dre Greenlaw probably wouldn't have hurt his leg. It's amazing how one thing can just affect so much.
We could put it like this. If we would have won that Super Bowl and we would have had this bad year,
Nobody would have said anything.
Okay, he just wanted to, no, he would have cared. He won the Super Bowl. Who cares? We won.
But when you got your ass whooped.
Like I said, you lost in the Super Bowl. We're still paying guys. And then you go 6 and what?
6 and 11.
6
Oh
and
my
10, so that is the problem. Like I said.
Oh.
So that's the problem. Like I said, he wants he's paying all of this money. That's not production. That's the problem. Like I said, I'd be mad too if I was him. Of course, I'm a big and it doesn't hurt as much, but dude, why am I paying these dudes? Paying for the product. And the product ain't produced. Not doing what I want.
Well, let's get together Sunday, and maybe we'll get that miracle surprise. Because 49ers ain't gonna wait. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do.
See what they do. I'm like I said, it's just one of those we gotta wait out see what happens. Hopefully pick up a couple good players, like 16. And man doesn't think that we don't need an offensive line. So there's a couple things we need to fix.
Just don't do a 6-11 again. Please don't do a 6-11 and get some.
He does that again.
Somebody will get in real
I think
trouble.
he's out the door. I don't see why Jed would give him another year.
You're right. This time, this is the year, but not do that again, though. Yeah.
That's why they keep saying, "Oh, it's not." He's not. No, he's done. He's under fire. He's in that hot seat.
Yeah. All right, Phil. I'll see you Sunday. Let's see what happens. Not Emilio.
Yeah, good night, man.
My dude.
Good
night. Now, Papa J says, pupusas are nothing like quesadillas. You guys, I've seen that term before. That's why I said pupusas. A 49er, Brian, that marvelous ride. What about Brian? Get in there, man.
Yo, what it do, pal?
What it do? You got to do it 3 times.
You know, the marketing smo knows the score all the way from Montucky, the best state in the nation. Get hole of L.A., Ronbo Sports. How you doing, Gray One?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing? Because, is this that time where, the 49ers have a way of, they have a knack for surprising us. Because every year, we don't have any money. What are they going to do now? And then they'll go in some outrageous contract. Although, Jed has put his foot down about that kind of thing, so we might not. Because $300 million, $220 million is a lot.
Who is this chump that we got from Lamb's Urination that we picked up?
Yeah, his name is Trey Tomlinson.
Okay.
He's we just got a description on him. He's kind of got some dog in him, and he's kind of a little guy.
Yeah, that's what Mustafa said. He's a dog, right? So.
Mustafa said good things about him. Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That's an endorsement as far as I'm concerned.
Ronbo, I hear he's like 5'8" or something like that. He's a short guy.
Not unusual for corner DBs. Not really. They seem to be more coordinated for reasons, obvious reasons. They got speed normally. And maybe he's workable. Because remember that little guy we got rid of, Womack? Brian? Brian, we lost the connection. Brian. All right. But let's come back to Brian because I guess he'll be back. He must have accidentally disconnected. Oh, no. It's a good thing. This is gonna be and now, without any further ado, tonight's headline act, the Marketing Pro.
Yo, Rob. Oh, what a do, player. It's a pleasure to be on Ronbo Sports. And a quick shout out to 49ers faithful, Young Montana. He had reached out to me to tell you, can you free him because he misses Ronbo Sports, player, because he feels that Ronbo Sports is the most legit 49ers podcast. And my sources say that fact is true.
Now, wait a minute. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's somebody imitating Young Montana here under another disguise that we have discovered a long time ago was the Young Montana. Are you telling me that he's not this person that we're looking at all the time and saying ridiculous things? If he's not, he's doing a great
Young
imitation
Montana,
of
in
the
my
Young
opinion,
Montana.
I think he's a straight shooter. He don't play no games. He was just a little frustrated that the 49ers haven't won a Super Bowl since '94.
Okay.
And that he just needs a little breather.
Yeah, all I needed to know was he can continue to be the Young Montana. He can say all the things he wants. I had no problem with that. I just could not handle a fan that's not a 49er fan using the handle of two of the greatest 49ers of all time. If you have that name and you come in here, you need to be legit. You can't be a Rams fan and be called the Young Montana. I told him that a million times. I said, Young Montana, I will let you come in here and talk all the trash you want. I don't care. We have people here that can handle you. But you're not going to come in here insulting Joe Montana and Steve Young. Don't do it. That's all.
All right, listen up, Young Montana. How about this? Because greatness is greatness. We'll call you Young Stafford. You know what I mean? That's just Joe Montana.
I'd have
player.
no problem with that.
You can't tell the difference between those two quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? So, Young Montana, a.k.a. Young Stafford, you're welcome,
you only get
player.
2 flags. Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
There he is. Even the dog didn't appreciate that
Hold on,
remark.
player. Hey, hold
Stafford
on.
and Montana, there's no comparison.
Hey, easy player. Hey,
yeah, you didn't have a 49 cap you could put on his head. He'd like that.
Here, have a biscuit. There you go, bro. But all right, man. But back to football. It looks like my sources are reporting Kyle Shannon has been demoted, and this demotion has hurt his feelings. Kyle ain't been himself. And he's not like any idea to taking a step back.
Yeah. Well,
and Debo was not his decision. Debo was gifted to the Redskins. Does that make any sense?
Listen,
to gift a juggernaut player like Debo for free, and you're paying his bills.
Yeah. Could you share your sources for this information? I mean,
well, it's a G14 classified information. I can't put it out there like that.
I know.
But trust me, bro. Trust me.
Yeah. I mean, these Michael, you asked and said some things sometimes we were supposed to believe that did not come into fruition. This is why
all of last year, didn't I say CMC had too many miles in August? My sources reported that. Didn't I say there was a divide in the locker room, in the 49ers locker room? That came to pass. So Market Pros, sources are working for y'all.
Wait a minute. What makes you think the locker room was divided?
Oh, it was clear as day last year. I mean, the 49ers were in turmoil. I mean, it was, you know what I'm saying? It was like a San Francisco earthquake.
Give me some examples of because Devondre Campbell's not really a 49er, okay? No, beyond him, I don't know who you could be talking about.
I mean, players walking off the field. I quit, Kyle. I wish Sean McVay was my coach.
Devondre's not really a 49er.
And then, you know what I'm saying? And then BA's cryptic messages. Have you read his messages? Those are very suspect. It makes me sound like I think BA wants to be a Ram.
Well, that's fine. Because the BA did not, those messages didn't evolve until his contract came up. These are things that wide receivers do when they want to get paid. Except for
right on. Well, you know what? Now,
except for yours, Cooper Kupp. He amazes me. Kupp does not complain, whine. I think he looks at you guys as, well, it's their loss, not mine. I mean, Kupp's been off the field injured too much, but still, Cooper Kupp's a badass when he's not hurting.
Well, we respect what Kupp did, but you know what I'm saying? But if you look back, you're going to end up like Lot's wife. You're going to end up in the salt. You know what I mean? The Rams are a look-ahead franchise.
Wait, whose
it's
wife?
What have you done for us lately? You know what I'm saying? So, Cooper Kupp, listen, player, if you take a pay cut, you know what I'm saying? Work it out with Snead and McVay. They might bless you to have the privilege to be on the greatest franchise in the football, the Rams nation. But if you want all that big dollar money with a broken wheel like CMC, player, I mean, Marketing Pro cannot vouch for you no more. Because we'll get another speedster out there. We signed Tutu Atwell. We'll be fine. We got Puka Mania. Puka Mania is running wild like Hulkamania. You know what I'm saying? Because the 49er fans know Puka Mania's leg drop put the 49ers down 1-2-3 real bad. Sweet.
You guys are never going to go with that sweep, are you?
Matter of fact, player, we want the 49ers this year. We really want the 49ers.
And all I ask is the 49ers coming in fully manned. And then, yes, let's play.
And it's all good, but the Big Brother Rams now will take the lead for the NFC West. I'm really excited for this year. I really feel we're the most feared dark horse in the NFC.
Wait a minute.
And I don't think snow and NASA technology cleats will stop us this year because Barkley kind of pulled a hat trick with that illegal activity.
Shoes.
He should be investigated.
Last year you accused him of having illegal shoes on. Have you abandoned that, or is there something new now?
Oh, no. I mean, it's a fact. I mean, the Eagles janitor was putting it out there.
Mikey, what I want to know is, now, when did the term Big Brother, I don't understand. How you guys Big Brothers? Since Kyle Shanahan and McVay came in the league, we're 10-6. Now, how does you be the 6? How does that make you the Big Brother? I don't understand.
Well, the Rams technically are the Big Brother ever since Sean McVay won that Super Bowl. And Kyle, you seen that picture of Sean McVay petting Kyle on the head? Like,
it's a joke.
Don't worry, son.
10-6.
Better luck next time.
Kyle has beaten, with the exception of this last fluke season, you got away with 2 wins. You escaped both times. There's no reason to call yourself Big Brother. I don't understand. Yeah, okay.
Because we're up 3. We've won 3 in a row, and now it's going to be 2 more. That's 5.
Well, we went 3 years we swept you guys for 3 years. I don't understand.
Rombo, throw the flag on this clown already, will you?
Microphone's done.
Hey, what up, player? What
Brian,
up?
Brian,
49ers, Brian. You know what I'm
thank
saying?
you for the entertainment, though. We'll see you Sunday. And take some medication. Get some sleep.
Hey, quick shout out to, Rams Certified Big Show. Shout out to Rams Nation Certified Papa Dragon. And shout out to Ronbo Sports. Cheers, players.
Yeah, and I hope that dog bites you in your fat ass.
Brad, where were we? Because you all of a sudden you just got cut off. What happened there? You ran out of battery or something? What?
There's so many tunnels here.
Are you driving? Oh, no. Or are you hiking? Brian, are you in a cave? Brian. 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 Oh, no. Brian, I don't know. Maybe he is driving through a tunnel. Long tunnel, though. All right, we're going to have to go to whomever's next. I don't know what we're going to do with Brian. Rams fans, you guys got to get over yourself, man. You guys, 3 years in a row, it was like we brought brooms and set them at the doorway as we came in because we knew we were going to sweep up. So your 1 year of doing so, and by the way, that game last year, when both teams had already made the playoffs, that you guys consider that a win is reaching. And you know what? It's a desperate move on your part, but you got one sweeping season. When we sat down in that game that was not counting for anything, everybody's already in the playoffs, the 49ers were winning, okay? That's when the game was over, if you insist on counting it. Well, you guys, you'll do anything to try to get an edge. The truth is always good. Oh, who's next? Tony, ATL. Come on in, man.
Ronbo, good evening.
Tony, good evening. Good to hear from you again.
Well, the comedy part is over with of your show.
God. Anyway, Tony, so, hey, listen, what's going on with you guys? Because, these developments are affecting every team in the league. You guys taking any pains, or what's going on?
I haven't heard anything. I'm waiting to hear something. I just got a funny feeling Grady Jarrett's going to be a cap casualty, but the only thing I've heard from us is Kirk Cousins had a meeting with the owner and the GM, Arthur Blank.
Oh, so Kirk is still hanging around in the area.
Name of that meeting.
Oh, he didn't get released yet.
No, not yet. And I saw on the screen about an hour ago during your show that Myles Garrett had requested a meeting with the Cleveland Browns owner and GM, and they denied him.
Hey, Tony, that's the way you handle that, because we don't want to hear it, Myles. And I have told you I am not about to trade you. And if Myles could, if you're going to be rude like that, though, Myles can do the same thing. Well, don't expect me to put on no Cleveland Brown uniform. I'm not coming to OTAs. You probably already know that. Camp, mandatory camp. I don't care what mandatory or what. I ain't coming. So this is, either have nobody or make a trade and get somebody, but I ain't staying. See, if you're going to get rude, if they're going to play hardball like that, that was outrageous. You don't tell a player we don't want to hear it. You got to listen.
Yeah, because then the feelings to get hurt, because then they'll start finding them, and then that's when it really starts,
Ooh, yes. But see, they figure, you know what they do for it? They figure the fines will be waived if you come in and put a smile on our face. God, it's rough.
And Ronbo, did you hear also, because we have movement in the NFL now, did you hear about Christian Kirk, the wide receiver? Remember, he was with Arizona. He signed a big free agent deal with Jacksonville.
Right.
He got traded to Houston.
Wait. That's E. I forgot about Christian Kirk. He was a receiver for Trevor. Yeah.
Yep, he got traded to Houston today.
Wow.
In the division.
That means Stephon Diggs, who said, actually, Texas has already said, we'll sign him for a team-friendly contract, but beyond that, we're not interested. So what did they do? They got Kirk.
Yep, they went and got Kirk. And The Washington Commanders have cut Jonathan Allen. I wouldn't mind having him on our team.
Yeah. Hey, you knew they weren't. Johnson had the last couple of years have been pretty bad, though. I think he's
They say he's not an every down player, which I didn't know anymore.
Yeah,
they
I didn't
say
pay that much
he's
attention
good
either.
as far as a pass rusher, but he's not as good against the run as he used to be.
Yeah, and that used to be his thing. So I remember coming out of Alabama. They said he had some kind of injury that was going to probably not give him too many years in the NFL. But when did they draft him? That's been a long time ago. He did.
2017, 2018. But they got Deron Payne from Alabama, who got drafted a year later, and then they drafted that Fedarius. Can't think of that kid's name in the second round out of Alabama in 2021.
Well, they've been working.
And then they got the guy from Illinois in the first round last year, who had foot surgery for the season, but he played at the end of the season. So they're stacked at defensive tackle.
So, unless he gets better, although I don't know what conditions he's dealing with, but Payne. I mean, he's not going to.
Rob, I want to ask you, since you're the NFC West guy, with Seattle making this trade tonight, Geno's gone. What if they can't get the quarterback they want? They can't be in the draft. The only starting quarterbacks of the free agents are Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, and Aaron Rodgers. What if they can't get any of them? Because all the rest of the guys are backups that are free agents. Mac Jones, Gardner Minshew, and a couple others. This could backfire on them.
Yeah, well, see, that's why they were planning on going on defense. You know, there's a philosophy among some organizations where they want to build and then bring the quarterback in. I have a feeling the Hawks are going that route. They're going to see if they can build a machine and then insert quarterback maybe another year or so, get a backup. So they're probably going to get a backup that doesn't cost a lot of money, which will help them promote that further with it.
I think they're going to start Sam Howell. Remember they traded for him before the season last year, who used to start for Washington in 2023.
He's probably going to start. Tony, don't you remember Sam Howell wasn't that bad in Washington?
No, he wasn't. He had, 21 touchdowns, 21 interceptions?
Yeah, he looked composed.
His offensive line wasn't that good, and he took a beating.
And he looked like he knew what he was doing out there. So if Howell not losing, what's Sam Darnold going to do? Is he in Minnesota? Are they still talking? I thought they'd already given him his release.
They're talking, but I heard Seattle's going after him as number one.
That's what I was guessing. I said, if anything, you go after Sam Darnold if you're the Seahawks.
And they're saying in Minnesota, it's high on, you're not going to believe this, they're high on Daniel Jones if they can't sign Sam Darnold.
Kyle Shanahan said something nice about Daniel Jones. I said, wait a minute, didn't the 49ers, did we end up with Daniel Jones last year? Where did Daniel Jones
ended up in Minnesota.
That's right, he's behind, he was behind Darnold. And, did Daniel Jones show you anything?
Ain't gonna be ready, but Ronbo, like I told you on several of your shows, I don't like J.J. McCarthy. I think he's a bust. Nothing against him personally. I just don't think he's an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, he's the guy who won the championship with, was that Ohio State?
Yeah, Michigan 2 years ago.
Michigan, yeah. There's a lot of quarterbacks like that. Look at Stetson Bennett Jr. Stetson Bennett
III. And then I saw a report tonight that the Steelers have reached out to Russell Wilson and Justin Fields trying to re-sign. I don't know if it's one or both of them, but they got stiff competition because the Giants are trying to get Russell Wilson. And like I told you a week ago, the Jets want Justin Fields. The Jets going to sign Justin Fields. I got a funny feeling.
Who's the quarterback's coach over there?
With Pittsburgh?
With the Jets.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it takes. You know what? It's going to take a coach that knows how to use Justin's strengths, how to design an offense that he can flourish in. I'm wondering. There's not a lot of coaches. Andy Reid would be a guy to do that. The Chicago Bears, who just picked up that coach from Detroit. You got to get a coach that knows how to work with Justin Fields. He's got talents, but you can't come out there and put him in a program that's not his. I saw that when his first played. Justin Fields, he can be really dangerous. So,
yeah. I can't see Justin Fields staying with the Steelers because remember last year Russell Wilson was hurt. Justin Fields was doing all right, but then as soon as Russell Wilson got healthy, it was out with Justin Fields and in with Russell Wilson. So
Yeah.
I don't see Fields staying in Pittsburgh.
Nah, he's probably a little insulted by that whole thing. Some of these guys get into their feelings about that kind of thing, and he'll probably say goodbye. I bet you're right about that. If he gets a good offer anywhere worthwhile, anywhere to compare with the Steelers, Tony, what I don't understand is why would the Steelers say goodbye conclusively without telling Justin something different, just to keep him on pause, maybe? Let's not make any. Justin, listen, don't do anything crazy. We need to talk about some things amongst some of the other folks in the office, and I'm going to be call him every day or something, do something. You can't lead him on either, though. So I don't know what to do with that. But that was a mishandled situation, from what I can hear.
Yeah, but it's going to be interesting once free agency starts. Again, we're going to, probably now and between now and tomorrow and Sunday, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of players get released to try to get up.
Oh, I know, right?
I'm sure
Probably tomorrow. You're right. Yeah, because FOs are having a hard time figuring out what's going to hurt them if they do this, what's going to be okay if they don't do that. They got to go through a lot of scenarios. So yeah, you're right. I bet there's going to be some surprise names.
Yeah, Jonathan Allen. Jonathan Allen will get signed by someone. What do you think, Ronbo, is a rotational defensive tackle?
Yeah, he's got to be a rotational piece. He's not a starter. That's the only reason why he's leaving the Commanders.
Yeah. At this point in his career.
Which is okay.
And then Seattle's not done yet. They're trying to trade Metcalf. I hear Green Bay and a couple other teams are interested.
Yeah. What do you think Seattle's asking back for him?
They're going to have to come down off of that, Ronbo. First and the third is not happening.
Amen to that.
They're going to have to come off the first. They might get a second and a third for him. I remember Julio, we got a second and a fourth for Julio.
And Julio was pretty much ready to quit when he left you guys. So to get a second-round pick, but Julio's so legendary, you got to try. So, yeah.
Yeah, and at the time, Julio still had it, but after he left the Falcons, he only had one more great Julio Jones game, one in 3 years, and that was that first year with Tennessee. NC Elliott was 4 for $151. That was the last time he reached those numbers.
And it was good to see him leave when he did, because Julio, come on, man. Everybody worships you, man, as a wide receiver. Don't go out all the way looking all the way bad. So, yeah, nice. Yeah.
And Ronbo was laughing. I was thinking in 2023, Julio was with Philadelphia. He had like a couple touchdowns in one game. I'm like, man, that's the year that Philadelphia fell off a cliff. And Julio, he's out of football now. I'm like, man, you went to Philadelphia a year too soon. You could have had a ring if you'd have went there a year later.
Hey, where do we got to go? I tell you what, I'll be back Sunday, of course, and definitely looking for you. And like you're saying, who is going to be that mystery good player that somebody could get leaving the ranks starting tomorrow?
And Ronbo, I want to hear about your running back situation too.
We do too.
With you got Garendo and
yes, they're all talented.
Elijah
Mitchell's
that's going to be
Elijah Mitchell's not coming
too,
back. I would doubt.
Your lower running backs, is somebody going to be gone, or what's going on with that?
We'll find out. Probably as early as tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right, Tony. Always a pleasure.
All right, take care, sir.
You too. All right, Tony. Yeah, Brian, I see your note. It's windy here. Sorry, power outages. Hang in there, Brian. That's a hell of a wind, huh? All right. Well, every Sunday we'll see. I think I got Tony coming in to give us some his insights on what's going on with free agency. I love to talk to Tony. He's a draft guy that we do with every year. I've been knowing Tony since before he entered high school. Tony grew up on this show, and he's such a brilliant kid. So we'll see. We'll do him, and then we'll see you right afterwards, and we'll talk 49er football, see what's going to happen. It's going to be that's going to be an intense Sunday. What are the 49ers going to do around the league, for that matter? What are they going to do? Always, hey, fam, I love hanging out with you. I hate when this ends. Happy trails. I need a theme song of sadness. Thanks for the contributions, fam. And please, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I love subscriptions. That way means we can find you and we can hang out. And I'll see you Sunday. Niners!